What's up, everyone? This is Goldilocks, former TNA backstage interviewer, manager, and you're listening to TNA Cross the Line podcast. Thanks for being here.
TNA Wrestling, Cross the Line.
And we're back with bonus episode number 8 of the TNA Cross the Line podcast. Now, if you are a regular listener of the TNA Cross the Line podcast, that means that we are not watching TNA this time around. And of course, that is because in our TNA watch along, there are a few weeks in which TNA doesn't have television leading into Slammiversary. So Dallas and I have come up with some ideas to watch other wrestling in replace of Impact leading into Slammiversary. And this time around, for the first of, I think, 3 weeks? Or 3 or 4 weeks?
Yeah, we got 3 weeks.
3 weeks. We are watching the XWF. Now, people are probably wondering, what the hell is the XWF? Well, the XWF.
I'm even still wondering that, kind of.
Yeah, well, and I am too, because I've watched this before and I've forgotten any of it. So XWF was a wrestling company that was pretty much created by Jimmy Hart, and I think Brian Knobbs was involved in it.
Yep.
And it stands for Excitement Wrestling Federation.
Mm-hmm.
So the letter X originally stood for just the missing variable in the sport of professional wrestling, and later became excitement. And that is noted in the extras of the DVD, and not extreme. See, I thought it was extreme.
Right. I think I did too. And actually, because I have that same, I wrote a few things down, and I have that same thing where it's just like, and I was reading and I was like, excitement? Like, what are we doing? But I like the idea that the X is the missing piece.
Yeah, but I mean, if you look at the roster of people, I don't know if it's really missing anything. And I'm sure we'll dive into that later. But go ahead, Dallas, take over.
Yeah, no, I was gonna give a few teases of some of the matches that we're about to watch, because this is wild. And also, I will say too, before we get too far into this, we're not watching Impact, but we still will be covering TNA Impact notes during today's episode, during the show, because there is some still things happening behind the scenes with no television. I would say there's nothing really mind blowing, but it's still interesting to be following along as we're heading towards Slammiversary with no television. So over the next couple weeks here, today we're doing XWF. Next week we are currently planning Hardcore Homecoming on its 18th anniversary, which is going to be really cool. Which actually happens to perfectly fall with our timeline anyways. It's I don't know how that worked out for us, but and then the third week, well, we haven't actually fully figured that out yet, but we will do something, and there'll be notes during all of these shows leading up. Just a few teasers. So I'm looking at the back of the DVD. So they came out with I don't know what year the DVD actually came out. Does it say on the back here?
I think it was 2005. July 2005.
That makes a lot of sense. So the DVD, first off, it says "In Your Face: The Lost Episodes of the XWF," and it's a giant picture of Hulk Hogan, which is actually super fascinating when some of the things I'll talk about here during today's show, because I do have a couple XWF notes just for funsies. Jimmy Hart and Brian Knobbs host it, and as Bob noted, they are kind of the people who kind of got the start for this. But just looking at the back here, let's just read a couple of these matches. The main event of the first episode, the first disc, if you will, is Curt Hennig with his agent, Bobby the Brain Heenan, against Vampiro. So that's happening. We got an XWF Cruiserweight Championship Battle Royal. During the second episode, Juventud Guerrera versus Psychosis. Conan Ray Gonzalez versus Simon Diamond, and his manager Don Marie. Or sorry, that's all mixed up. So it's Juventud and Psychosis versus Conan and Ray Gonzalez. Then Simon Diamond with Don Marie versus Jerry the King Lawler and his manager Jimmy Hart. It's all like the way they wrote this makes it seem like it's one giant continuous match. They just keep saying versus. Mm-hmm. Would Johnny B. Bad's going to be on here? He's fighting Norman Smiley at one point. I mean, it's just absolutely bizarre, dude. AJ Styles and Kid Kash, there's a match between them on the show, which I'm actually super excited about. Jimmy Superfly Snuka, Sonny Ona, this guy named Vapor. Dude, this is going to be an epic bonus episode. I can't wait for this shit.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and looking really at the roster on Wikipedia, it's basically WCW mid-carders and a bunch of cruiserweights.
And it's interesting you say that because those are pretty much all the people who did not either get their contract bought out or the people who are currently working in WWE.
Right.
And there's even, at some point, I'll mention it here, that they actually wanted to get Sting involved, but Sting, his contract was still like active or something like that around this time. So like he wasn't like a free agent, so they couldn't get Sting.
Do you think Sting would have even done it?
I don't know. It's to see how hard it now. I guess okay, you got to look at this a few ways. So I want to say, if you look at how hard it was for what it seemed like to get him into TNA,
right,
and him just like not willing to be like wanting to do it very much, I'd say no. But then you look at the guys who are doing XWF, and I feel like with Hogan involved and like all these other, like Jimmy Hart and all these guys that he worked pretty closely with before anyways, I don't know, maybe there was a chance. I don't know. It's a really interesting question. I would be willing to bet when WCW closed down that Sting was like, well, fuck it. And like just didn't want to do shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he would have. They probably would have to pay him a decent amount of money.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And then looking at the people that are on the roster, like, who would he run? Like Vampiro again?
Hulk Hogan.
They would not. There's no way.
Okay. I literally have a note that says that was the plan. Is like Hogan wants to work with Sting.
Oh my god,
dude, it's bizarre. Now, quick before we actually get hit and play here, I want to read. I have one note that I actually want to read first, just to kind of give a little bit more background of the overall WF here. I almost just said XPW. Very different company.
Yeah, totally different.
Very different. So I want to read this quick, and then we'll get into the show. We'll talk some TNA, and we'll talk a little XWF, bounce back and forth. Also, the fun part of this, too, is if you want to follow along with this, you can actually do that on YouTube. And it's I have it up here, actually. So if you just type in XWF on YouTube, we are watching the World of Wrestling version. It's 2 hours, 26 minutes, 11 seconds. So go ahead and load that up while I read this. So along with them like starting this, they also filmed in Universal Studios in Orlando. So of course the future or TNA Impact would be taped, and the same as WCW Worldwide. So they kind of had the same crowd, like pulling from the park, all that. They were trying to create family-friendly entertainment while displaying the talents of past legends along with the future superstars as well. So as far as Observer, this Observer note I want to read. So this is from November 5th, 2001. Now these tapings took place, I believe, on November 13th and 14th in 2001. And then they went on to do a bunch of house shows and stuff like that even bled a little bit into 2002, but not too much. So Dave notes here, so it says, what appears to be the first serious attempt to start up an alternative national product since the demise of WCW and ECW, the XWF is only a week plus from starting out and cloaked in much secrecy. So apparently there wasn't like a ton known at the time. But this is actually not long after Hulk Hogan officially announces his participation in the promotion. So He did that on October 25th when he called into none other than the Bubba the Love Sponge show. Now, he says it is generally considered a joke within wrestling when Hogan makes these appearances, since his statements almost never turn out to be true. See TNA Bound for Glory. Hogan continued that by claiming that he was the majority owner of the new company, and by being the owner, he'd deal directly with talent instead of having to work through an intermediary like Vince McMahon or Eric Bischoff like in the past. Now, in reality, Hogan has no ownership interest in the company, but on television show, he will be supposed to be playing the role of the owner, kind of like a Vince McMahon. Now, Hogan and those in the company are trying to get word out that Hogan will not be wrestling, but in actuality, he's actually probably going to wrestle on a few of the major events per year. With the idea that Hogan, Piper, and other names of the past will get viewers on the show based on curiosity, but success or failure will rest on the younger stars that will carry the load in the ring. Hogan's name does open doors for a new group, probably more than possible free agents, with the exception of Bill Goldberg. There's also Hogan track record adventures that are primarily vehicles to get himself over. So the actual owners here are Walter Franks and Ludwig Danny. They're infomercial magnates from Texas who reportedly have earmarked $30 million for the venture, which is crazy. Hogan is working with Kevin Sullivan, booking, and working in the office for a venture largely being run by Jimmy Hart and Brian Knobbs. So on
$30 million.
Yeah, so on this, isn't that insane? On this Bubba Love Sponge show, Hogan mentioned Vampiro, Curt Hennig, Nasty Boys, Josh from Tough Enough, Disorderly Conduct, and the Shane Twins as being part of the group, which me and Bob, as you guys know, love the Harris brothers.
Yeah, they're our favorite.
Yeah. It is believed that the list is accurate, so he didn't lie necessarily. He did also mention that Sting is under contract to Time Warner until the end of the year, so he won't be part of the initial taping, but they are in contact with him. As mentioned here previously, the hope is to run a pay-per-view early next year with Hogan versus Sting as the main event. Also believed to be part of the first taping in non-wrestling roles include people and so here's our little preview, right? So we got Piper, Sable, Jerry Lawler, Gene Okerlund, Bobby Heenan, wrestlers that are known to be a part of it at this time, Conan, Carly Colon, Ray Gonzalez, Juventud Guerrera, Norman Smiley, Crowbar, Psychosis, Christopher Daniels, the Road Warriors, AJ Styles, Spanky, Mike Modest, Low Key, Emery Hale, and possibly Mark Mero. Clearly, if there is a chance of success, it revolves around the ability to get the new talent over strong on the exposure. And so finally here, and then we can get into this, the group has reached a deal with Universal to run not only regular television tapings, but 3 events per week as a park attraction. The plan is also to do house show tours, although it isn't clear whether the plans for a Christmas week rollout of those events will happen. Former wrestler Eddie Mansfield, television's production company, Mansfield Entertainment, released that there is a commitment for 52 episodes. Although that isn't confirmed, it is believed that a television deal will be announced within the next few weeks, and these tapings of a 2-hour special in 8 one-hour shows are not simply pilots. So, with all that being said, in hindsight, of course, they do not end up having a television show, and it seems to fall apart pretty quickly. But I think it's super interesting. But that's our little opener. That's our preview. If you didn't know what XWF is, hopefully you kind of have an idea now before we kind of dive into this and start watching it.
All right. Well, let's do it.
Bob is hype, man.
I'm so excited. I don't know, man. The way that when you describe it, I mean, that sounds like a decent roster for an indie group, but not a group that has $30 million behind it in 2001 or 2.
I think that's fair. I think it's fair to say. I think they're trying to, because you also look at that list and how many young stars did I really just say?
Right.
I said Christopher Daniels and AJ Styles.
Well, he's low key too.
Low key, which
I
don't know if a lot of those guys end up appearing, but
we'll find out.
We'll find out
over the next 2 hours, 26 minutes, and 10 seconds. Now, I believe that this is broken up into 4 episodes.
It might be 3.
Or 3. Yeah, I think it's 3. I think
Yeah, and so it's going to be weird because it's going to be like, okay, guys, we're about to watch the second one. And then we're going to get another intro thing. Now, it's also important to note, we're literally watching the DVD. So
Right.
there's going to be weird parts where it's like Brian Knobbs and Jimmy Hart like talking to us as if they're like, hey, baby, you want some beans and taters? And we're going to talk about my bar and we're going to watch XWF. And then they're going to get excited and Brian Knobbs is going to say something stupid. And then it's going to go into another episode probably. And I think there might even be like some weird like little promo videos with like Hogan and stuff, but we'll get into it and we'll talk all about it as well as many other things.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. I wonder if Jeff Jarrett will show up. I feel like he shows up in every promotion ever. So
He should win the title first night.
First night, yeah. All right, if you guys want to watch along with us, head over to YouTube. As Dale said, it's in there. It's on there. Just go to type in XWF in the search bar. And it's going to be the video that is 2 hours, 26 minutes, and 10 seconds long. I'm going to count down from 3, and I say play. That is when we're all going to hit the play button, and we're going to watch ourselves some in your face, the XWF Lost episodes, full box set, 1 to 3 DVD. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, play.
Here we freaking go, dude. Ah, fuck. My video is blasting in my ear.
Yeah, I had to turn mine down. I feel like they didn't check their audio levels because it's already like over pitching, and I'm on medium. And
mine is almost completely down, and I can hear them just fine.
Yeah, they didn't check their audio before they.
So they're giving us the hype. It's Brian Knobbs and Jimmy Hart. So we got like a quick intro, and they're like, get ready to watch some XWF. For the first time in 40 years, at this time, there was only one company. It was the WWE. So they created the XWF. I'll say, they're saying right here, not to compete, but it was an alternative.
Yeah, because they knew. They knew that they were not going to compete.
They want wrestlers from the past, present, and future. His motto was no more prima donnas. It literally says it in the background.
Yeah. Hulk Hogan. Greg Valentine, right?
Yes. So he says, me, Jimmy, and Greg. Yes, Greg Valentine, I think, was involved. Which I'd laugh, too, if Greg Valentine told me he was doing a wrestling promotion.
Yeah. The Road Warriors, I just saw there in the bottom right corner.
Yep. Okay, now I think this might be getting into like is this the true opening now? Or, oh no, almost. Hold on. Uh-oh.
Brother.
We just got a little Hulk Hogan thing.
Why is he rhyming?
I don't know, dude. So, what are you going to do when the XWF runs wild on you? And then, okay, he's ripping different shirts.
Different logo shirts.
What the heck is happening?
Okay, this is the third, like, I think it's starting up. Do we really have to... Okay, fourth. All right, this seems like maybe the opening of, like...
This might be the actual intro. Maybe.
I just saw Kiss Demon. That's not good.
So, there is... I'll read this note first, but there's something I cannot wait to freaking tell you right now. Oh, here we go. Universal Orlando. Let's see how we're getting into the start of this. Basically, so as noted, Hulk Hogan and Kevin Sullivan are writing the TV at this time for this. Here's Mean Gene. They're planning to do house shows, too. And the main event, Bob, you won't believe this one. They're going to be trying to potentially do the house show main events of Jeff Jarrett versus Buff Bagwell in the main event.
For XWF?
Yeah. and they're planning to run about 1,500 seat buildings at this time. Which Dave says that's basically saying death because these two have zero drawing power.
Yeah.
Okay, now this is one of the things I'm most excited about the XWF. One of the announcers is Tony Schiavone. But what I'm more interested about is who his partner is, which we're going to see in just a second, I'm sure.
He definitely colored his hair.
Yeah.
He's also wearing a tux. I don't even know the last time he wore a tux in WCW.
That's a good point. So he's basically saying the reason he decided to come back was to be with the guy he's about to introduce, Jerry the King Lawler, who I believe left the WWEF earlier this year because I think I saw it was like the treatment with Stacey Carter, the cat.
Yeah. He left, I believe it was right before WrestleMania 17. He left because she was fired.
So this is a pretty interesting announce team. You got the two guys whose voices you heard on Monday nights.
Yeah, I feel like I read something that when Bischoff was going to do the rebranding of WCW again in 2001, that he wanted Schiavone and Lawler, or Joey.
Joey
Styles
I did.
Lawler
I definitely heard
like
Joey Styles at one point too. So
yeah.
Oh, this is Kitten, the girl he came out with. He said he likes cats, he likes puppies, and this is Kitten. Okay, so she's going to be standing with them. Okay.
All right.
So Hogan did another radio interview too. This is kind of going off of all this other stuff, but he apparently talked about Dusty Rhodes being involved, and Dustin as well. So both the Rhodes. Apparently Laparca is someone they did not want, and yeah, it's there's a bunch of weird stuff. But basically, I wanted to mention all this because I couldn't wait to get to this note here. Because actually, right here, so the chief executive officer. Oh, it's Rena. It's
Sable.
It's not Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan was supposed to be this?
Yeah, well, just days before the first television taping, he appeared to pull out. He didn't want to do it anymore.
Because he's probably going back there to be.
Well, so that is something, and is Rena, who is Sable, if you don't know, is now apparently she's the CEO of XWF. Basically, I'll just give you the Spark Notes version of it because this is a pretty long thing here. But the short version is he was basically advised to not do this because originally it was going to be marketed as Hulk Hogan's XWF. And so if it went down or if there was any potential litigation, basically it would have all fell down on him because his name would be involved. So his lawyer pretty much told him not to do that. Okay, so Rena says we're going to witness the birth of a dream. And now you also notice, Bob, what color are the ropes? Yellow. Ring posts, red.
Yeah.
It was all colored to be about Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan. I want to point out that Rena took the microphone away from Mean Gene, making him just awkwardly stand in the back.
He looks like he still has a mic in his hand. Do you see how he's standing there?
Yeah.
No more prima donnas and no more politics.
See, now I kind of hate the whole no more politics because you're basically telling the fans the wrestlers politic backstage for doing jobs.
Well, I think that was very clear at the end of WCW because they were very open with how.
Oh yeah, they killed it.
Oh, Walter says we got the best CEO. Now Hogan was backstage though during this, by the way. So we might end up seeing him, but he did try to pull out of this. It says so he appeared at the tapings, but it was more to wish the promotion good luck and avoid embarrassment because, you know, two of his good friends, Brian Knobbs and Jimmy Hart, are the ones running the company.
Right.
And he worked several hours per day with Kevin Sullivan to write the television. Okay, now we're bringing out the commissioner. The music sounds familiar.
So we have two authority figures.
Yeah, you know what that means. One's good and one's bad, and they're going to argue.
But the CEO would be above the commissioner. So what is the point of the commissioner?
Yeah, that's the weird part. That I don't like that.
Well, like in WCW, you would have the commissioner, and then you would have like Vince Russo saying, "I'm the boss. I write the show." And then as a viewer, it's like, well, so you're basically writing what the commissioner's saying to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
That makes no sense.
They're definitely using an old WCW ring. You can tell by the posts.
I'm sure they are. Oh, yeah.
How do you feel about the whole set and stuff?
I mean, it's all right.
I feel like it's like fine. It looks big, but it kind of looks plain to me.
Yeah.
Here comes Piper. He's going to ramble for probably about 20 minutes now. I mean, we're already 10 minutes into this DVD thing, and nothing's really happened. He saw promoters take the money home and not give a damn about nothing.
It wouldn't be Roddy Piper if he wasn't talking like this.
Right.
Oh, is that DDP? Is he shooting on DDP? How dare he?
That son of a bitch. He fought every promoter there is to fight. I'm back here to put wrestling on track. No more egos. No more prima donnas. I love that they keep saying that. What is like the actual definition of a prima donna that they keep saying it?
Mm-hmm.
A very temperamental person with an inflated view of their own talent or importance. Okay, that actually fits pretty good.
Yeah,
okay.
It does.
Okay. That's actually better than I thought it was going to be. I'm trying to give Piper a break here before I start wanting to talk more about TNA, but he just keeps talking. In Your Face, that's what it's called. So wait, so that's actually the name of the show?
Yeah.
I thought that was just what they put on the DVD to like be funny. It's like a tagline.
No.
Wow. XWF is excellent.
All these signs are definitely like written for people.
Plants, yeah.
Obviously, because no one would have known.
I like as Tony Schiavone was talking, there was a there was one right behind him that says Jerry Lawler is a legend or something like that. So it like already gave away the fact that he was about to announce Lawler.
Right.
You deal with the money. I'll deal with the slime. Okay, so that's the difference.
They give the clarification. Rena's doing the money, and Piper will worry about the in-ring stuff.
Interesting.
Now, the chances of her just sticking to the money is probably slim. Oh, God.
Do you hear this?
Yep.
This is Gene Simmons. Look at Gene Simmons and the Demon. Is that just Paul Stanley?
Yeah. I can't believe they got Gene, like they got Kiss to do this.
And then it was the Demon yelling in your face.
I feel like every wrestler is going to be doing it.
Oh, boy, Bob.
Our first match is Big Vito against Buff Bagwell, and if this isn't WCW Thunder from May of 2000, I don't know what is.
Wow, dude, I can't wait for this one.
This is gonna be all right. WCW, let's go. Here we go. All right, who do you think's gonna win? I'm gonna say Bagwell.
I think that's the obvious answer. I was gonna say
we have to predict these because I don't remember any of this shit.
I'm gonna say I think I'm gonna agree logically, but I feel like I'm gonna say that they're gonna try to push Vito here.
Really?
I don't think that's actually gonna happen, but I feel like I'm trying to give him is that Slick Johnson?
Oh, I wasn't looking at the ref.
Hold on, you'll see. Oh
It's
yeah, it
definitely
is.
Slick Johnson.
Yeah, holy shit. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this set.
Oh, how are they able to do the music?
Oh.
I guess it sounds a little different, but all that stuff was like,
Wait, that's so interesting.
Ever since the sale.
Yeah, that's interesting because even Vito had his, and I mean Piper's is a generic kind of thing, anyways.
Yeah.
But I don't really know what Rena just came out to. I didn't really pay too much attention to it.
It wasn't anything like copyrighted, I don't think.
Oh, we're gonna hear some Knobs and Sags comments quick before the match gets started. The Nasty Boys. That
was it.
They turned around and go, "We're back." That was it.
That was it.
Okay, so here we go. We're getting into Big Vito versus Buff Bagwell.
Vito looks like he's in pretty good shape.
Yeah. I want to knock the quality on this video, but I kind of think it's also just because they smoked the shit out of the arena.
Oh yeah.
You can't see shit.
Hip toss by Bagwell.
Bob, you got any indie notes for it? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, in July 2001.
Yeah, what's up, Big Vito been up to since WCW closed?
It's crazy. I mean, Bagwell, and I said this on the Wrestling 20 Years Ago podcast and basically got shunned. But at one point, I thought Bagwell could have been a main event guy for WCW as Vito delivered a savant kick. It looks like Vito, compared to WCW, became vegan.
He what?
Like he became vegan because he looks very slender.
Oh. Is that an accurate thing? He actually became vegan?
I don't know.
Oh.
It looks like it, though.
I'll say, too, I kind of don't disagree with what you just said about Bagwell.
Yeah, and
I think it definitely could have happened.
What I'm referencing, when he broke his neck and he came back in October of '98, they should have pushed him to the moon as a babyface. But instead, they freaking turned him heel and horrible. And then they had another shot in the summer of '99 when, for 3 weeks, they had a youth, revolt. And he fought Piper at Bash at the Beach '99.
Yeah.
And then, I think he got screwed over. Maybe he won. I can't remember, but they didn't do anything. And then the next month he's fighting the Cat.
Oh. Okay.
So he was never the same.
Well, Bagwell's one of those guys when I feel like when you think of WCW, he's one of the first guys you think of.
I would agree with that. Bagwell beat Piper in a boxing match, by the way.
Jesus Christ.
6.5 minutes. Swinging neck breaker by Buff Bagwell.
Fascinating.
That's basically the beginning of his 5 moves of doom, similar to Bret Hart.
So you think we're about to be wrapping this up?
No. Because he went for a cover. Buff is looking kind of bloated.
Yeah. He's over it.
And kind of gassed. Now he's going to go for the blockbuster. It's like he doesn't know what he's doing. No way. He never goes to the top. Yeah, okay. Crotched him. I don't think he's ever done the buff blockbuster from the top rope. It's always been the middle rope.
Oh my god, that's superplex.
And Shivani should know that because he called his career for like 15 years.
He called almost every single one of his matches.
Yeah. Superplex by Vito. 1, 2, no.
Oh my god. He did the Jarrett kick out, the stick of the arm up in the air.
Yep. He's already angling for a TNA job.
Yeah, no, this is of course before he comes to TNA and then gets like sad and then like goes home or whatever.
Yeah, didn't he?
What did he do?
There's the blockbuster. He lost the Gauntlet for the gold, but then he lost like a tag match.
And that's remember when he was like sad on the apron?
Yeah, and then the guy was like, "Where are you gonna go?" And he was like, "Home." And then he literally went home. We didn't see.
And then we never saw him
for a
again.
while. Yeah.
Okay, Bagwell gets the first win in XWF. I almost said it again.
XPW will be the next one that we do.
I would watch early XPW.
No fucking way, dude. It's all fucking. What is it? Marty Jannetty against Hale.
With Mouth of the South with him. What is it?
Yeah, with Jimmy Hart.
WX. What is this?
That's XWF.
That's supposed to say XWF?
Do you know who that is?
He looks so familiar.
That's Prince Iaukea.
Oh, shit. Oh, and he knocked on the door of Roddy Piper. He's with a very large group of people.
Yeah, what is that? Is that
AJ Styles?
That's the whole round. Yeah, it's AJ Styles. That's like
it's the cruiserweight division. This is probably where they're going to make the cruiserweight battle.
Wait, am I wrong? Is that not Prince Iaukea?
I don't know, dude.
I might be wrong.
There's Kid Kash.
Looks like.
Kid Kash is on the left.
Yeah.
The guy right in the middle looks familiar too, but I don't know who he is.
There's Loki.
Pinfall submission. Oh shit. There is Loki chilling over there. Does the X on the bottom of that shirt not remind you of the sex logo? I can't stop thinking about it.
Yeah.
I feel like Tony had to have hated this. Carlos Colon.
The Young Wonder.
Okay, we were about to get an interview and it did not happen. That was odd. I did not like that at all. Here comes Marty Jannetty. Definitely the guy I want to see wrestling in 2001. Oh my god, that gear is awful,
that
dude.
gear is brutal. What
Holy shit.
is he wearing? Marty Jannetty, once like the 80s ended, he didn't know how to change his look.
Or he didn't know how to do nothing after that.
No, I mean he was still a pretty good wrestler in like the mid 90s.
But as a character, I feel like he was like 80 full 80s.
Yeah.
This guy's got fire and shit.
Now I believe
he's 6'10", they said. So that's why Jimmy Hart's with him. I'm just getting the Triton walking around Universal vibes. I'm just saying it.
Oh yeah. So Hale here, he was in WCW towards the end as well.
Was he?
Yeah, primarily like on Saturday night.
Okay. As Hale?
And he was with Jimmy Hart.
Oh. Jimmy Hart's jacket he's got a Hale jacket on. I don't like that XWF logo that says WXF.
I don't like it either.
It's one of their regular logo's fun. That one is not.
Yeah, the one that's in the bottom left corner, then it's on the ring mat.
Oh wait,
it's
so
fine, but
the other one is too.
It's on the apron.
What the fuck?
I feel like that would be confusing to an audience. Like, which one is it?
Brand new company. You got two different logos. Okay, this match I think is about to be absolute fucking trash. So let's talk about TNA a little bit, Bob.
Yeah, well, Hale's definitely winning this, right?
Yeah, come on. I figured, I don't know, do we want to say what happened on the last Impact, or will we just do that at Slammiversary and be like, this is the last time?
We'll just do that.
Okay, sounds good. Let's just talk about some regular notes then. There's actually some interesting OVW notes. And that's because former TNA wrestlers Johnny Swinger, Kid Kash, and Frankie Kazarian all debuted on TV last week.
Really?
Yeah, and so Swinger and Kazarian are under contract, but Kid Kash is not under contract at this time. It is said that he'll be working the ECW pay-per-view, so one night stand. And for all I know, this is Alvarez talking, he'll be under contract after that. So he's basically is coming here on his own dime to try to get a deal, which has worked for people in the past.
Wow. Out of those three, I would have thought Swinger wouldn't be under contract.
Yeah, and it's actually noted that Kash and Kazarian actually fought each other and went to a time limit, like draw, and it's said to be very good. So I thought that's fun. Okay, Hale won. I got one thing out of the way.
Hale delivered like 2 shoulder breakers and then a leg drop, and he beat Marty Jannetty.
I need to go on this guy's cage match. I need to know more about this guy.
Really, look at all these stupid signs. Hale is a hottie. Okay. Yeah, it shouldn't be a surprise that Hale's getting such a push, considering that Jimmy Hart's the manager and he runs the company.
Dude, our favorite tag team in early TNA.
Maximum Force.
It's just Simon Diamond and Johnny Swinger with Dawn Marie.
I like that.
British Storm. Oh boy. Versus Horace Hogan.
Oh
my god, dude.
No.
Oh no. Who is it?
Dresden?
Dresden?
In your face, Dresden. Horace doesn't even get an entrance. Oh fuck.
Is that
Dave go?
Dave Penzer is the announcer.
Yeah. It's definitely Dave Penzer. That's Mickey J too as a referee.
Oh, I knew he looked familiar.
Oh, this guy's got British Bulldog music.
Now we saw British Storm very briefly in TNA, did we not?
I believe so.
Yeah, and it was not good. Ian Harrison, British Storm, fucking massive, but that means nothing.
It's enormous.
Oh god, dude.
He kind of gives me like Ryback feels.
Yeah. Dude, Hal was actually even on Thunder once in 2000. He lost to DDP, and he was the Machine.
What does it tell you? What episode it was?
It was. I mean, it might be the taped day, but it's February 1st, 2000. Okay. He had a bunch of different names, like Lord Humongous.
He was one of the Lord Humongouses.
He actually before. Actually, it was a few shows before. Oh my god. Okay. The more I'm looking at this, the crazier it gets, dude. He lost to Jerry Lawler as Lord Humongous at Clash of the Legends on June 15, 2001. He also wrestled in Puerto Rico. And he had a match with Abdullah the Butcher on September 9th, 2001. He lost that as well. Actually, 2 matches. He had 2. The first one he won by DQ, and then he fought him again and lost. Fascinating. Okay, this we will not see because it's, I think, one of the house shows for XWF. Greg Valentine defeated Hal.
Of course he did.
Dude, they had to have been fucking ass. And then they traded wins because then he beat Greg Valentine. And then Greg Valentine beat him. These are during the house shows. This is not during the taping. Fascinating. Also, I did notice, too, if you go on Cage Match, they have tapings 1 through 9 listed. Everything we are watching is bits and pieces from those shows.
Right.
It's not all of it. And then they go on to have like about 5. Okay, it's over with a leg lock submission.
He just won with a head scissor submission.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever seen that before.
I definitely haven't.
Holy shit.
Oh fuck, Johnny be bad. He's even got the mustache still. I'm a bad.
And his wife is the CEO. So that's good.
Okay, so we're back to like the DVD crap where it's Brian Knobbs and Jimmy Hart saying we had Gene Simmons promoting XWF. The artist formerly known as Sable. They got to throw that in there.
This is kind of depressing the way they're talking about it.
Well, it's very clearly like we had some great stuff.
Yeah.
We did.
But then Hogan was like, "No, I don't want to do it." So then, like, nobody was interested in it.
That's kind of what it seems like, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going into something else here. Let's see. And then I'll tell you some more TNA stuff. XWF. Norman Smiley, dude.
No, it's Norman Smiley.
Norman Smiley. Okay, Cruiserweight. No more Prima Donna's Cruiserweight Championship Battle Royal. So we're about to crown a champion all of a sudden. I have no fucking idea who's in this, so hold on. Let me see if I can find it. I see Low-Key. AJ Styles. I don't know who that guy is.
Is that Billy Fives?
Okay, yes, Billy Fives, Prince Iaukea, AJ Styles,
Oh, Prince
Juventud
Ikea.
Guerrero.
So I was right.
Yep, you were. Juventud, Psychosis, Quick Kick, Christopher Daniels, and Kid Kash. So quite a few TNA alum here.
So Quick Kick is Loki.
Oh, that is really fucking dumb.
Yeah.
That's an awful name.
Well, it's like Elix Skipper being Skip Over.
What?
Yeah, in WCW, his name originally was Skip Over.
Does Daniels have hair still? He's blonde.
Yeah, because he doesn't go bald, I think, till 2002.
Oh, shit. Who's Billy Fives?
Okay, so Billy Fives is an NWA Florida guy.
Oh.
I only know that because he was in the PWI magazines quite a bit with like Scoot Andrews and Mike Sullivan. I'm surprised. I mean, I guess they're in Orlando, so I guess it would make sense that he's in there.
Well, he did wrestle on Jacked, and he lost to Essa Rios in 2000.
Yeah, that sounds about right. There's Josh Matthews.
Wait. Oh my God.
And he's
the
getting
runner-up.
He's getting the star treatment of sitting in the front row watching.
Okay, hot take. Josh Matthews fucking sucks.
As a wrestler?
In every aspect of being on TV.
How dare you?
Come on.
How dare you? I wanted him to win Tough Enough.
That's fine. But like as like heel commentator in Impact, I wanted to fucking kill myself.
Well, that's the point.
No, he'd go away heat with me, brother.
Hoovy, was that Hoovy and Ikea gun?
Holy shit.
AJ. Jesus.
Huge back body drop.
He still got Fives and Psychosis. Prince Ikea got dropped over the top rope there by Daniels. Quick kick. With a quick kick to Kash.
So it looks like a lot of the matches that we're at least so far watching are from taping number 3. Because this. Oh, my watch is talking. Oh, no. Oh, Jesus, sorry.
From taping number 3.
Yeah, so we've already seen Big Vito and Bagwell. We've seen Horace Hogan and British Storm, Marty Jannetty and Hale, and now the Cruiserweight Battle Royal. So far, we're almost watching all taping number 3. Kevin Northcutt wrestled on earlier in this taping as well. I don't think we're going to see that, though.
Yeah, I was going to say, we don't get to see him.
Anyways. More TNA stuff for you, as Quick Kick is on the apron. Fucking Quick Kick. I hate that so much. So it's official, as if you guys didn't already freaking know, because we've said it. Fox Sports' Net deal is done as of our last show. No deal is announced yet, but sources indicate a deal with WGN is imminent. I think this is Alvarez. Hold on. Yes, Alvarez says that I've been told that the Jarretts are still in good terms with FSN, so if something goes wrong with WGN, that they could be able to get back on the network. And I think Dave has more notes about that too. Yeah, so at press time, the WGN deal was not signed. They were still hopeful of starting on June 20th, but with every day that goes by without a deal, that date may become harder to get the WGN schedule cleared and enough publicity out for. There were a series of issues still being worked through, described as significant enough that it's not a lock that there will be a deal, but everyone on both sides was pretty confident that they were still going into the weekend. When midweek came, without a deal, people were getting scared. We are down to who? Daniels and Kid Kash, it looks like?
Yeah, I can't believe that Prince IK got to the final 3.
So Dave notes that they desperately... Oh, BME. That they desperately need a major ad campaign for the debut since no one aside from the internet audience would even know about the show. That they've been able to in the past to buy local spots at cable systems during Raw. First hour of Raw, blah, 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 blah. You get it. But there is no way that they could get a national ad in, and WWE may also be able to block them from doing so. So right now, we're kind of screwed with getting a TV deal, Bob. And Daniels is eliminated. Is Kid Kash our first XWF?
I thought the final 2 was going to be by pin.
Yes, inaugural XWF Cruiserweight Champion Kid Kash.
Oh. I hope that there's a standoff with Josh Matthews.
Stop it. I want to see the title. Is it ugly as fuck? Kash, show us the belt.
Can't be worse than the X Division title.
Come on. But look. He just shook Josh Matthews' hand, dude. They're buddies.
I feel like he's going to punch him or something.
Oh, he wants to introduce him to the boy, so he's grabbing his backpack and he's hopping the rails.
He's a fan. Oh, Lord.
Alex Cooper just did a promo for XWF.
Welcome to my nightmare.
I like how they just have everyone going, welcome to In Your Face. The Nasty Boys versus Shane Twins. Okay, Bob, we have a lot to talk about during this match because I have no fucking interest in this one.
Well, who do you think is going to win?
The Nasty Boys.
Yeah.
The X-Girls.
Incorporated.
Do you know any of them?
I have no idea who any of those girls were.
Okay. Here come the Nasty Boys. If you guys are following along here on YouTube, or if you have the DVD disc for some reason, we're 36 minutes and 37 seconds into the show. Look at the glasses that Brian Knobbs has on.
Those are horrible.
They're also.
Why did you say if you have the DVD? You don't think people would have bought the DVD?
I actually still want it, to be honest with you.
Oh my.
I feel like that's like one of those things where it's like, yo, I got the XWF DVD.
Yeah, I mean.
I have an entire company's footage that's released on DVD on one DVD. Yeah. That's why, like, why do you think I bought the Wrestling Society X one? It's like, this is all of it. Like, I have it all right here.
I hated that just because it was only half-hour episodes.
I know. Still, reviews coming soon to WrestlingRecaps.com.
Yeah, you've been saying that for how many years?
Wait, these aren't the Harris brothers.
The Shane twins.
That's a different twin. Yeah, these are the Dicks. These are the Johnsons.
Yeah.
I was getting my twins mixed up, dude.
Yeah. So one of these guys is the guy that was trying to sue Michael Shane for being Mike Shane.
Fuck him then. Nasty Boys got to win.
Oh.
Let me see here what I got. I don't like the Harris brothers, but I still don't have interest in these guys. But Billy Gunn did an interview on Between the Ropes Radio last week. He did apparently try to buy the name Billy Gunn from WWE, but they turned him down. He also noted that he loved TNA because it was a younger company, so there's so many good workers there, and the atmosphere was great. And then he talked a lot about stuff that doesn't relate to us in TNA timeline. And then he's finished up by saying that he didn't think that it was a smart idea for TNA to go head to head with Vince because right now they weren't strong enough to handle that.
Yeah.
Oh, they break up the cover. Nasty Boys have the ugly XWF logo on the back of their shirts, for the record. I feel like they're trying to push that logo more than the other one.
I just don't understand why there's two.
There's two, and one of them looks like shit.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I hate it so much. I don't know if we've talked about this or not before, as Brian Knobbs has control of one of the Shane twins in the corner, and Sags has the other one outside the ring with the slowest Irish whip I've ever seen. Okay. Jeff Hardy is currently, quote, like, suspended from missing up the flights to the last pay-per-view. They say hey, he should probably have been fired. The match is done.
The Shane twins just won. Brian Knobbs got clotheslined and then pinned.
Well, no more prima donnas, dude. He can't just put himself over. Wow.
That was nice.
What an upset.
That's a major upset.
Holy shit.
The Road Warriors.
Fucking Road Warriors, dude. That's kind of crazy. Hawk and Animal coming out here to confront the Nasty Boys because they were beating down on the Shane twins.
You gotta love it.
Dare I say, it seems a lot less exciting than when they did the one quick run-in TNA.
You think this is less exciting?
Yeah. When they ran into the asylum, fucking it was nuts. But we got to remember, we are dealing with a mostly non-wrestling fan audience.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Yeah. In TNA, you're dealing with people that actually wanted to at least watch it, whether they paid for it or it was free.
They got microphones. Nasty Boys! We're going to kick your butts. Tell them, Hawk.
Wow, what a rush.
Fucking Willie Nelson and Hacksaw
What
now?
is going on? They're probably smoking pot, right?
Congratulations to you and Hulk and all the guys. Willie, will you wear this XWF shirt during this promo? He looks like he's going to die here, and we're about over 20 years later, and he's still alive.
He is?
Yeah, dude, Willie Nelson is still kicking.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Oh, my God. Curt Hennig.
Here we go. This is the match you were talking about.
This is the main event versus Vampiro. Anyways, Jeff Hardy should have been fired. I didn't finish this, but they apparently still want to use him with Matt Hardy in July when his 90 days are coming up. But
he's fucking 90.
90?
He's 90 years old.
Okay, no wonder he looks like he's 70 here then.
Yeah.
Weird Vampiro promo. This is still long hair Vampiro, so I'm a little less interested. Get ready for the resurrection of Vampiro. What is your feelings about Vampiro?
I think I've always liked them. Like I've enjoyed watching them. Like the character.
I like him too.
Yeah.
Bobby the Brain Heenan.
And I liked when he was presented as like the future Sting of WCW, and then they didn't want to do that.
Yeah. So they introduced Heenan first. Oh, because is he gonna cut a promo? Oh yeah, okay. They made sure that he's manager of the or Century or something.
Yeah.
Oh, he's no longer a manager. He's now an agent. He's the agent for the most accomplished wrestler that you'll ever see. He introduces Curt Hennig. Okay, I like the little pyro that made an X. That was kind of cool. Did you see that?
Yeah.
It like shot in front of him.
Hennig looks in great shape. This has got to be, so this is around July because he shows up at the Rumble.
All right, so this is like right before that.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that. This is okay. This is the main event of the evening, and it's going to be in your face.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
They're like pushing the in your face thing a little too much.
Yeah.
Here comes Vampiro.
How would Jerry Lawler know about Vampiro? He's never even seen him wrestle.
I don't like that they have to like hop off the ramp over on the side there to get to the stairs.
Yeah.
Talking about trying to end Sting's career.
Well, he did. He lit a stuntman at Great American Bash 2000 and threw him off the stage for the Titantron.
Oh, I remember.
Of course you remember. You loved WCW 2000.
I mean, it's some good shit, man. Okay, Vampiro versus Curt Hennig. So this is the main event of the very first episode that we're watching here, all in one. Pretty good stuff here. Clothesline in the corner.
Another clothesline. Oh, that one knocks Hennig to the floor.
Let's see, Hennig. Oh, chop. Woo! Hennig off the rope. Knee lift. He knocks him down. Oh, I thought he was going to go for a cover after the knee lift, but no, he puts him into the corner. Nice chop.
Trademark rolling neck snap.
This is a fascinating first episode of XWF here, Bob.
This is riveting. My favorite wrestling is watching guys that have no story between them to wrestle.
It definitely makes it a little tough to have a first episode when there's just nothing. Actually, I mean, the only thing that had a story, we had the Battle Royal because they confronted our commissioner and was like, "We want to wrestle."
Right.
We want to be okay. Battle Royal.
We want to be booked. Uh-oh. Bobby Heenan's got some brass knucks, but here comes Roddy Piper also jumping off the side of the runway.
Oh shit!
He just decked freaking Hennig. Is Vampiro about to win?
The nail in the coffin.
Holy shit.
Whoa, I did not have Vampiro beating Curt Hennig with Bobby Heenan in his corner on my video.
Isn't weird? Okay, I'm liking that the booking here isn't like
what you expect. Yeah. They're doing pretty good with that. So Piper did kind of cheat there, and now here is the CEO Rena. Is she going to be okay with this? Oh, yep, she is. She just raised Vampiro's arm too.
Cool.
Look at this fucking picture, dude. Sable and Roddy Piper raising the arm of Vampiro while Curt Hennig and Bobby Heenan are there.
So that makes me feel like Vampiro could be like a top face in the company.
Yeah.
Is what they were going for.
So we're back to the DVD shit of Knobs and Jimmy Hart talking about the celebs, the cruiserweight match. Kind of interesting. We crowned the first cruiserweight champion, but we don't have a heavyweight champion still.
Yeah.
And look, by the time this came out, unfortunately, Curt Hennig and Road Hawk no longer with us. Way to bring down the mood, guys. Jeez. The memorial thing. This looks like they made it in Microsoft Paint, but
Probably did. Or at least they did something.
oh, I was like, did it break? But we had a moment of silence.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Okay, that's the end of disc 1. That's it. Yeah, 2005. There you go. So, Bob, you're right. So now we've just put in disc 2, guys. 49 minutes, 4 seconds in here. Hello again. Wait, they switched positions.
They did.
This is, I don't know what to expect here on episode number 2, but hey, we had new stars, dude, like Ian Harrison and Hale.
Who both by 2005 are non-existent
I know.
in wrestling, so they're not really new stars.
Your knees hurt from carrying sags all these years, he just told Brian Knobbs. Okay, so he likes this feud with the Nasty Boys and the Road Warriors.
Are the Nasty Boys on the second one too?
Let's get ready, baby.
Oh, listen up, brother. Is there gonna get another Hogan thing? Or... No.
Okay, so this is definitely like the opening package for the show.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think that TNA song is bad, and now I'm hearing this.
But at least it's like uplifting.
It is a little bit, I know.
It gets you kind of pumped.
Anyways. Well, let's see how we kick off, and then I'll we're doing a recap? Okay. In that note, Bob. We got some new updated numbers for some of our final shows on FSN. Not quite the last one, but the May 13th did a 0.18. May 14th, which is the replay, did a 0.28. So we're averaging what? Boy, about 0.25. Could be worse. We're at ringside with Tony Schiavone no longer wearing a tuxedo. That was a one-time
Good.
thing.
Yeah, that's just for the opening episode. The beautiful kitten.
Now I'm very fascinated of which taping this next show we're about to watch is from. So we'll see.
I don't know why they would go in reverse, like 3, 2, 1. But...
Well, I think 1 and 2, I don't think we're seeing any of.
Oh, really?
It didn't look like it when I was trying to figure things out. I mean, I didn't fully look. Although, let me go back. So taping them, well, we might see some of this stuff. I mean, technically, Maximum Force had a match as well. We saw a video of them, but we did not see them wrestle. We have a tag team match. Juventud Guerrera and Psychosis.
Neither one wearing masks, in case you're wondering.
Yeah, makes some... Wow, look up. That's not how you spell psychosis.
You can.
Ugh.
You spelled it 2 different ways.
Oh, okay. Is Conan and Ray Gonzalez? Yeah, it is.
Huh.
So I've actually never seen Ray Gonzalez, which I'm actually kind of interested in this because we hear his name being brought up in our TNA notes quite often.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Conan looking like three crew version here.
Maybe a little bit slimmer.
Oh, he's definitely slimmer. Oliva La Raza. Roddy.
I don't like that version. I like it. You want to feel this shirt? Go ahead. Okay.
Well, he needs Tigress for that.
Well, where is she?
I know. Tigress, feel this shit. That's enough.
Go Tigers. Dude, Filthy Animals are good shit. I don't care what anyone says. Austin makes fun of me for that, but you watch it, and filthy animals are a lot of fun.
I disagree.
What?
Yeah. With Disco Inferno? No.
With the duck?
Oh, the Disco Duck. They had a ladder match about the duck.
It's funny as fuck.
It's stupid.
I strictly and almost mostly like the fact that it's like horny Rey Mysterio and then Conan and Tigris.
Kidman's in there too.
Yeah, which I like, but I like that trio of people because they're like the funny ones. I mean, horny Rey Mysterio, come on. That ain't gonna be on his DVD documentary.
No, it's not. And you might be the only one that likes that version of him.
I just think it's funny. It's definitely not the best Rey Mysterio, but
Definitely not.
Hoovie's in here with Ray Gonzalez now. Hey, Bob. Kevin Nash did an interview with Alex Marvez. It was mostly talking about his acting gigs, but there's a really interesting thing he says here, where he said his days of wrestling in TNA may be over, and right now he just wanted to continue doing acting and see where it might lead him. He said that his goal was always to retire at 45, and he's 46 at this time. And said that he saved enough money where he didn't have to do much if he didn't want to.
Huh.
As you know, he will go on to wrestle for at least like 5 more years.
Yeah, well, I mean, he had a couple of matches in 2011.
Okay, 6 more years.
Yeah, so he not like full time, but yeah, he'd have matches. I mean,
he was doing not full time.
He was even doing indies.
Okay, so he goes on to wrestle even longer.
He was doing like big time wrestling spots.
Dude, wait, yeah, you're so right, because we literally saw him.
So some people are just hooked to that reaction.
He has wrestled as recently as 2018, but he hasn't since, so I bet you that's kind of the end of that.
Yeah, he's probably done now.
He took a break in 2017 as well. So if so, his final match, if it is his final match, was Kevin Nash defeating Flex Armstrong, 2 mystery people, Darren Young and James Ellsworth, and Toto Loco in a BTW heavyweight title gauntlet match, and he won the title.
Yeah.
That sounds like trash.
I feel like he was probably the last entrant, and then he just powerbombed whoever and won.
Yeah.
Here comes Conan, wheelbarrow suplex. He just tossed Hoovie there.
Which one did I see him at?
Oh, he plants Psychosis with a nice DDT.
Nope.
Double hip toss to Hoovie.
What referee is that? It's like a mystery guy.
Yeah, I don't know who that one is.
He's got frosted tips, though.
What's wrong with frosted tips?
No. I want you to get like a streak. I want you to do like the who is that? Who's the guy? It's like the Aerosmith.
It's like the Aerosmith.
It's like the guitarist guy. Oh shit! Conan just crashed the shit out of Hoovie. And here comes Psychosis, but Conan, fuck you, close him out. Ray Gonzalez, by the way, is he looks like a very tall man, and you don't really notice till he's standing next to Hoovie, and he just got the pin on him. Fascinating.
Holy moly.
Holy shit, dude. British Storm. He's not on steroids.
No, why would you say that?
No. Oh my god, look at the face! Oh my god, dude. What the fuck? Check out the hot XWF CEO. And he's doing like, it's Hulk Hogan, doing the curves with his hand, dude.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Brother, you're not going to believe how this hottie.
So those weird video parts seem that they're actually part of the show, because Hogan's like introducing like Rena coming out now with security. She's the only one who doesn't step off the side of the stage.
Yeah, because she knows how to walk.
She's coming out with about 6 security guards, it looks like. Is this your security?
Yes.
She goes, yes, it is.
Yes, it is, Mean Gene.
She wants to thank everyone for making it an unforgettable occasion.
It's one of my big pet peeves is for a new promotion. They're always like, we can bring wrestling to the next level.
I know. She wouldn't imagine everything would click into place so well. Well, it didn't, because Hogan tried to back out on you guys, but...
How is he referencing Piper using the brass knucks as overstepping his power?
And here comes Piper. Dancing down to the ring.
Why are you questioning this lovely lady, Mean Gene?
Oh, man. I took many things into my own hands. Oh, you'd be impartial and consistent? Your wrestling days were behind you? And you'd be content just making matches. And apparently that is not true because he got involved on last episode.
Right.
There's a fire for action burning under that kill. Uh-oh. We're in trouble. Oh, I have a constant twitch. Now, this is a good time to remind you. This is supposed to be family-friendly.
Yeah, it is.
Family-friendly show.
Yeah,
He's talking about something twitching under his kill. Who's this?
Yeah, that's fine. Who is this guy?
It's Vampiro. What the fuck? Vampiro wearing a Beethoven t-shirt. It's not a t-shirt, but it's got the frills. Doesn't he look like Beethoven?
He does.
Vampiro's better when he doesn't talk, just saying.
Yeah.
This scary dude's coming out here. Thank you for your confidence in my abilities. I don't like this version, dude.
No.
No. Why are they backed into the corner? Why aren't they in the middle of the ring?
Yeah, it's weird. He's going to give 350%.
You're very welcome, Vampiro. She's waiting. She's telling the story about him being 15 and waiting outside the sports arena, waiting for someone to give him a chance. Uh-oh. Another young man who's at the same tire. Steve Borden. Just kidding. He said the young man.
Josh Matthews.
Josh, yeah.
It's talking about Josh Matthews.
Are we about to see Vampiro versus Josh?
Okay, so he's staring at her tits, and he's saying that he has room for Josh Matthews on the roster. Now, all we saw Josh Matthews do was shake Kid Cash's hand and then jump the railing and walk backstage.
Guys, like, this is what we need. You got it. Josh on the roster.
Hell yeah, Piper. Woo.
So odd.
Yeah, it's definitely bizarre. Hey, how you doing? I'm Big Vito. I knew it in your face. So they're obligated to say it in your face.
Yes, in the promo. Holy fucking shit.
What?
Simon Diamond
against Jerry the King Lawler.
Okay.
Public Enemy are walking down the street and there's Jasmine St. Clair or the South Philly Posse.
I was freaking about to ask you if it was Jasmine. I freaking knew it was her.
Yeah, well, you've seen her videos.
No, I've literally only seen her in TNA.
You've never watched her adult films?
No.
You know, I don't even know if I have. I know that she's done like a lot of gangbangs, and that's not really my thing.
Good thing I marked this as not for kids. It's not really my thing. I don't really like the gangbangs. The South Philly Posse with Jasmine St. Clair.
I forgot Public Enemy were even in this.
Oh, here's Simon Diamond. Simon has a problem with you. Okay, so we got the announce for the match, but it seems like he's kind of going to challenge him right here.
Yeah.
I kind of like forget that Dawn Marie like wasn't in WWE a lot.
Yeah, she was there for what, like less than a year?
Because as a kid, I saw her and I was like, oh, it's Dawn Marie. But like, she's not really there that much.
No.
She's not a WWE person, is what I never knew.
No, but
when I was younger.
She killed the guy.
She what?
She killed the guy.
Like full murder?
Yeah.
What?
Al Wilson.
Oh, fuck. God damn it. God damn it. I freaking knew that. You know, fuck you, man. This is bullshit. I hated that. The wedding and he's in his underwear.
Yeah. But then she also like wants to sleep with Tori. I mean, I don't know. I didn't know what was going on.
That's the kind of shit where you're watching, you got to have your hand in the remote in case your mom comes in the room.
Yeah, man.
That was some bad stuff.
Yeah. No doubt about it.
I got some more notes here. I was kind of waiting until the match started, but we're kind of wasting a lot of time before that happens.
There's no way that Simon Diamond's winning this match.
Yeah, this one I feel like is definitely one of the more predictable ones.
That's got to be wild.
You don't have to do this, King. Oh, okay. That makes so much. He goes, that's why the King has always got the gear on under the coat. That makes a lot more sense now.
I'm gonna get in your face.
He's the original Matt Cardona, always ready.
Always ready.
Wow, I hate that color gear though. Bright yellow and bright blue tights.
Yeah. I like it when he wears like black and red.
Yeah, I mean that's like the classic. Okay, Jerry Lawler is about to fight Simon Diamond. Okay.
Oh, is that a DQ?
Referee's not calling it, but Johnny Swinger is now in the ring with him, and they're from Maximum Force.
How do you feel about the name? I don't hate it.
See, I don't know if I like it. What was their name in ECW? Just Diamond Swinger?
Swinger Diamond.
Yeah, okay. Well. I don't know if I like it. I don't. I guess maybe I associate like maximum force with like large guys,
Yeah.
and like I'm just not getting that vibe from them. Can I think of something better at this moment? No, not really. The ref still has not called this, by the way.
He's not going to either.
Oh, Swinger accidentally hits Diamond. Bob, have you ever watched the TV show Blind Date?
Oh yeah.
Well, they're trying to doing like a TNA week.
Really?
Like a TNA one at this time.
Well, Lawler with a pile driver. That should be it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, apparently, so they did a WWE one at one point, but they were at this point trying to negotiate doing a TNA one.
They did a WWE Blind Date week.
That's what it says. I did not look this up, but.
Huh. I wonder who would be on the dates.
That's not the one that Saban ends up being on, right? What's one show he's on?
No. I don't
Oh,
think
fuck
so.
yeah, dude. Sonny Ono. Vapor, dude.
No, that's Ryan Sakota.
Okay.
And he was in WWE. It was Tajiri, Akio, and Sakota. Hale against Knuckles.
Oh my god, dude. What are we doing? What are we watching right now?
Who is Knuckles? Why are we getting 2 Hale matches?
I don't know. Oh, Kitten Kisses King. How cute. Also, it is noted at this point in time here in the TNA land that they've decided not to use Dustin Rhodes anymore.
That doesn't surprise me.
It doesn't elaborate. It just kind of is like we're not going to do that.
That's probably because Dusty's not booking.
Right. This is Hale. Jimmy Hart's wearing an XWF jacket now, no longer the Hale jacket. Crowd's pissed. Oh, Knuckles is already in the ring. It looks like Danny DeVito in a singlet.
Now, there was some kind of edit there.
That was really weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've never even seen this Knuckles guy before. I have no idea who this is.
Let me see if I got any fun XWF notes for you left. I got about 4 to 5 more TNA notes, but including an AJ Styles interview, but I think we're going to see a match with him again, so we'll do that during that match.
An overhead belly-to-belly suplex by Hale.
Wow, dude. A fucking shoulder breaker.
Big leg drop. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, a leg drop?
It's as if maybe they're teasing a Hulk Hogan Hale match because he keeps winning with the leg drop. I bet you that's what they were going to do.
Hold on. I'm trying to find the note. Hold on. Okay.
Was there one? No.
I found it. Hogan, who is said to be in tremendous shape, was helping backstage during the tapings. Knobs was telling wrestlers at the meeting that Hogan wouldn't be a part of it right now, but they expect that he would at some point. Hogan was telling people that he had talked with Vince McMahon, but it fell through because McMahon wanted him to work a full road schedule. They were still prepping Emery Hale for him, even down to using the leg drop finisher. And look, AJ Styles promo, dude. Everything that the other cruiserweights are lacking is style. That's an awful. He did not say in your face.
He did not say it.
No wonder he's the only one who is doing anything after this. Okay, back to this interview crap, but. Lucha Libradors. That's what Jimmy Hart saying.
Lucha Libradors.
Interesting stuff about this taping here in XWF. So Dave notes that the key at this point is that no television deals announced, and the 10 shows taped this week are considered pilots, with the idea that the ownership, with their television connections, would be able to sell the tapes overseas. Those within the company called the reports coming out of Eddie Mansfield Company that they've reached the 52-week agreement not true. So that's apparently false. Wrestlers have been told of a potential second taping in January, at which point more stars would be available, but that is not a done deal. It doesn't happen. There was talk about a potential 1 p.m. Saturday time slot on USA Network, and people backstage were talking like USA and Fox deals were done. If such a deal is done, it would likely be announced at a press conference and the company was holding after the first taping. Fascinating stuff. And I just missed. We saw Johnny be bad, and who's he fighting?
Norman Smiley.
And we're backstage, and Greg the Hammer Valentine is with someone.
That's Horace.
That's Horace?
Yeah, it's Horace Hogan.
Jesus Christ. And here's Piper. It's the hat throwing me off, dude. I didn't know. Oh, shit, he just chopped Hammer.
Why does he keep doing that to Greg?
I think they're going to tease a match between Hammer and fucking Piper, dude. Is that the only jacket the Hammer ever had?
Yeah, probably.
Norman Smiley's getting like the tail end of an entrance.
Screaming Norman Smiley.
How do you feel about Greg Hammer Valentine?
So the only stuff for Greg Valentine I've ever really watched was like post his tag team with Honky Tonk. So I find him to be extremely boring. I haven't seen his stuff with like Tito Santana and like the dog collar with Piper. I haven't seen that stuff in a long time. So
I also find Greg the Hammer Valentine being so like very, very boring. And I'll just use my example, which I know you can't really relate to, but as you know, I like to meet a lot of wrestlers, and I've had many opportunities to meet Greg Hammer Valentine, but I refuse to do it. I just can't.
well,
That's how much I don't like him that I don't even want to give him money.
I think Greg Valentine is even just best known as the meme of like what gym teachers look like now and then what gym teachers looked like when I was in school, because it's always a picture of Greg Valentine.
That's awesome. That is so good. Oh man.
Norman Smiley busting out the moves here, the dance moves.
Well, Johnny B. Bad is fun. So here we are. It's like you said that we're watching matches, like random matches for like nothing, and it's like, here you go.
Yeah, there's no reason for it.
Which, listen, I don't need a story for every single match, but some kind of explanation when you're introducing a new show might be kind of helpful.
Yeah.
So just 2 days before this taping took place on November 11th, there was a meeting with the wrestlers to meet management. So Brian Knobbs and says Denny, whose name I might have mentioned at some point here, talked about how they got together. Originally, now listen to this. Originally, Denny was negotiating a deal to start a wrestling company with none other than Randy Savage. So that's how this all kind of started. So apparently the two couldn't reach a deal because Savage's asking price was too high, and that's when it fell apart. So Savage mentioned it to Knobbs. Knobbs brought Jimmy Hart with him, and they managed to put the deal together. So Denny and Flood both talked at the meeting about their business past, and overall it appeared that the wrestlers were happy with the loose atmosphere and how they were being treated. So it seemed to be a pretty positive experience.
That's good.
I just like the idea that Savage was like the initial person they were trying to start with.
It probably would have been better. Instead of Hogan?
I mean, probably. And Hogan fucking bails on us, as noted. He was supposed to be the CEO. He's supposed to like help like run this company, and then he just I don't
Why,
feel it.
why wouldn't he just be like, let's not call it like Hulk Hogan's XWF?
Well, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
I also just like that he dropped out so like apparently so close to this that they're like, well, fuck. I guess we're gonna keep the yellow ropes.
Yeah.
I hate it. I hate the yellow ropes. I find them very distracting.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Oh my god. Is he about to spike Johnny B. Bad? Okay, no, he just dropped him.
Suplex.
I thought he was about to do a fucking spike pile driver.
To the J Driller.
Yeah, the J Drill. Moneymaker.
Moneymaker.
There's a couple other XWF notes, but those are like the heavy hitters. So I want to make sure we at least cover the other TNA stuff too during the next hour that we have left of the show. But I think you got all the heavy XWF hitters that I was bringing to the table today. Performance carry pickup. Let's see, TKO. There it is.
Johnny goes over.
That's a 3, dude. Slick Johnson raises his hand. I'm a bad man. Bad.
He's dressed in again. It is.
Who is this?
I don't know, but he has the logo of like Triple H on his chest there.
Is that what that's supposed to be? Shane Twins versus the Road Warriors, dude.
Oh, okay.
I like how always one of the names starts yelling like in your face, and you like if you miss it, you. Holy shit! What a cut! Shane Twins in the ring. Okay.
What?
Okay, here come the Road Warriors. Wait a second, then.
No, they said return match, so they already spoiled that it's gonna be the Road Warriors.
Oh. I'm wondering do you think that match picture is DVD release, or do you think that was part of the show?
Which one?
Like the one where it says like Shane Twins versus Road Warriors.
I don't understand your question.
Right before the match,
Yeah.
it said the match. Shane Twins versus the Road Warriors.
Right.
Is that part of the show or part of the DVD? Was that planned to be on television?
Oh no, that I'm sure that was supposed to be like on the DVD, and like this would be the TV show. I don't think on the actual TV they would spoil it like that.
Well, that's what I'm kind of wondering. Like, are they announcing the matches with the little card before on TV?
No, I think that's a DVD thing, and I would think that they're not going to be like TNA where they spoil who wins a gauntlet match for a title match at Lockdown before we even see the match to have that victor be revealed.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. I keep seeing on Twitter too, people like to bring up there's like is it a Thunder episode where like they show Sting like winning a match or like doing something, and then the match happens after it. Like they showed the replay before the match happened.
Oh, that did happen.
That's like a big one. That
There was several times where there was a really bad one in WCW Vince Russo era WCW when like the Natural Born Thrillers like beat somebody up, and then they cut to them carrying a casket backstage, so it was pre-tape, and then people were like, "There's no way that they went from the ring to backstage carrying. They're not sweaty. They're nothing. Like,
oh my god,
you couldn't edit your show correctly. Like, come on." It's pretty bad. Hawk with a drop kick to one of the Shane twins.
I forgot that I had this pulled up over on my other screen here, Bob. But so if you go over to WrestlingRecaps.com, Bob reviewed all of these XWF shows years ago. Okay. long ago. So I kind of wanted to originally kind of follow with the matches, which I may or may not do for the rest of this. I probably will just not do it and forget. But I wanted to read your official like last statement about the first episode. So Bob wrote that. So that wraps up the first of 3 installments of the XWF series. I must say the action is quick and they aren't really allowed to get going. Yeah, I know it's a pilot series, so maybe it wouldn't be like this. However, if this is a final cut of the product, it's not too bad. 6 matches and 45 minutes of airtime show that they are all about action and not so much talking entertainment. Star power alone makes this an interesting project.
Yeah, it's true.
It is definitely interesting.
Road Warrior Hawk did yet again his infamous shoulder spear to the ring post that he does every single match, to a point where you'd think he would just stop doing it.
I love it.
If the Shane twins win this match, I would be shocked. Oh my god, the shake, rattle, and roll. Sweet neckbreaker. I mean, there are some interesting talents here. Like, if this was 1996 for some of these guys, holy man, I'd be totally on board.
I think that's pretty fair. Well, we were just talking, I think it was off air, like right before we started, in looking at like the roster. I mean, if you look at it on paper, it's like, okay.
Yeah.
See what's going on?
There's some interesting names. It's just okay. I don't know what that was.
Awesome.
Hawk, he stumbled out of the corner after being sent chest first, and then he collided with Shane twin guy.
I believe you're right. I like him better as the Johnsons, but whatever.
Of course you do.
Well, one of them fell too early, but Animal clotheslined them both. Uh-oh. We're going to do the Doomsday Device to this massive Shane twin. Boom.
Oh,
Fucking A, dude.
oh, Jerry Sachs almost tripped over Knobs because Knobs.
Oh, they pulled the referee out.
And he pulls him out. Are they? Get out of here! There's no way. Is the referee like legit hurt?
People are getting thrown into posts and.
Oh, we got DQ. Or no contest, whatever.
Bob, what would you rate that match? This is a test because I'm looking at your other thing.
Half a star.
Okay, Bob, your taste has improved because you gave it a star before.
Oh, that's probably being generous.
And you're right. I don't think the Road Warriors would lose at all here. The action was rather bland and not overly interesting. I can always appreciate the Doomsday Device, though. I think it's very fair. It's a very fair statement.
I love the Doomsday Device.
I can always appreciate that.
They show each other respect.
How nice. Oh, we got busted nose.
Yeah, busted bad. Oh Lord. Is it Deuce?
Jimmy Snuka Sr. and Jr. What the fuck was that?
That was Cliff Compton, right?
It looked like him.
Curt Hennig and Bagwell. Okay.
That's not a real. I don't like Jimmy Snuka Jr.
Yeah. That was real.
Okay, we're having weird cuts again because Bobby Heenan's in the ring to introduce Curt Hennig, but they like showed Heenan's very like about 0.2 seconds. Jimmy Snuka Jr. Yes, it was Deuce. Wait, he's not really related to Jimmy Snuka, is he?
Yeah, isn't he?
Oh, well, that's here was with Bagwell. He was trained by him.
Buff this stuff. I think Buff's doing the job. He does not look thrilled to be coming down here.
No, you're right. Oh, dude, you're right.
Oh my God, did you see?
No, what happened?
So Buff is going to do the high fives, and a guy in the crowd goes, "Nope," and it's like super noticeable.
That's awesome.
That's great. Wow.
Okay, so I'm wrong. He actually is his son. I never knew that.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
I really never knew this. This is very fascinating to me. Well, I still hate it, for the record.
Jimmy Snuka Jr.?
Yeah, I fucking hate that.
Does that mean you hate my name?
I do. I don't like that I have to write Junior. Like I don't.
Yeah.
You just can't be your own self.
The three extra characters that you have to write down because of the period. Yeah, that's great.
Freaking Deuce, dude. So it's not Cliff Compton then, right? Isn't Cliff Compton different?
Oh wait, yeah, are you right? Yeah, maybe it's not Cliff Compton.
It's not Cliff Compton. It's Deuce.
It's the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why would I say Cliff Compton?
I'll be honest with you. I didn't even think twice about it, so I just looked it up.
Because it was Deuce and Domino or whatever.
Domino. Domino. Deuce and Domino. I like that.
Domino.
Deuce hasn't wrestled since 2014.
Oh, so he's done.
Yeah. His last match in WWE was he lost to Dolph Ziggler at the 2009 WrestleMania Access.
That was his last WWE match?
Yeah.
Was that a fan fest?
Yeah, that's like the Access where you go and like they do matches, but it's also like where you walk around and see like memorabilia and do signings and stuff.
Wow.
If you're talking about his like on TV last match, he teamed with Cody Rhodes to defeat Crime Time on the January 5th, 2009 episode of Raw. He was Sim Snuka at this point.
What is somebody was yelling?
I know. I think it's Heenan yelling.
That's not Bobby Heenan's
No,
voice.
okay, no, it's not. It's a fan yelling.
It sounds like Stevie Ray from like Harlem Heat.
That'd be awesome if Stevie Ray's just chilling ringside.
Listen here, you fruit booty.
Referee's doing a horrible
got
job.
To know. Suckers got to know what's going on over here.
So, Bob, let me give you something here. There's been rumors, and I think we've talked about it in the past, that they're going to sell TNA at this point.
Yeah, we've heard that several times.
Well, apparently, Jim Duggan is being used as the middleman between
Liaison.
Yeah, between two guys who have a lot of money overseas. Now, the money offered to Panda was said to be about $12 million for 71% of the company, which would mean that Panda would not get back its nearly $21 million in losses, but would get a lot back. The offer is legit, so that's pretty fascinating. Duggan got the investors in touch with Hulk Hogan as well. Now, a key to Hogan is that he has no wrestling contract in WWE, but he does have a merchandising contract, and a great deal of Hogan's value is in merchandise. If we are to humor ourselves, right, that at 51, and in 2005, that Hulk Hogan, who guards his value of not lowering himself by overexposure, would get involved in this and not appear regularly on television. Now, still, when Hogan bumped into Johnny Fairplay last week at the filming of The Contenders in Las Vegas, he talked with Johnny Fairplay and told him that he could be part owner of TNA soon. Supposedly, Hogan is talking like he'd get involved if he was cut into the ownership, and I doubt that he'd be putting any money up for his piece. Given the mystery and all the people involved, this sounds like something that isn't what it seems on many levels. The betting line is still that Panda won't sell, although with that kind of money thrown at them and a history of huge losses is something that has to be considered if it's legit. If there is legit money, and again, most often in these situations, talk big until it comes time to actually sign the checks, the question comes down to two things. First is television. So Spike would be open to potentially in October if they could sell Ted Turner, at least legally. TBS's non-compete for the WWE sale ends in March. Then you need talent, which is marketable, and you aren't going to get it unless you are willing to bid for WWE talent when their contract comes due, and that guarantees huge startup costs and losses early. There are so many little things that make it difficult for people to even think about it from the age of Turner, and carrying such things, blah, 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 you get the idea. It's probably not going to happen. And Curt Hennig just won.
Vampiro goes out here to say no, 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 no.
So, Bob, you were right about that. Oh! Hennig just punched Vampiro. But what do you think about the idea that they're using Jim Duggan as the middleman and that Hulk Hogan could potentially be part owner if they sold to this overseas company?
Well, it pretty much happened later on. Oh, he didn't own it, but he had.
It was enough.
Taken it.
It was enough.
What is going on here? Ian Harrison just clotheslined Vampiro and Bagwell.
Now here's Piper, who's got a chair. And now here comes Rena.
With a whole bunch of security.
Oh, Hennig just punched the chair, and now Piper's going after him. I think we're setting up a tag match. Or something.
That's what I would think.
Special referee Piper? No, he's too biased, maybe. He just ran out of the ring, and I don't know if he was supposed to, because now he's getting back up.
Oh, Rena's yelling at him. You shut your mouth. You're supposed to be impartial, and now that's it.
Back to our hosts.
So basically, now this is going to be like, oh, wow, these guys gave 110%. We had a lot good going on.
Was that the end of that episode?
Yeah, that was Rena confronting Piper. That was the tease at the end of the show.
Okay, so we finished episode 2.
All right, before we get to episode 3, I'm going to go take a piss. I don't need to listen to these guys tell me about something from 4 years ago when this was aired. Okay,
so I'll let you guys know that Bob's optimistic attitude is kind of dwindling, according to his review of Wrestling Recaps. That's what it says. The bookings vary by the book, and nothing stands out as overly memorable. My interest is certainly in the roster of guys that they use. They just don't seem to be doing much with them in the pilots. Pretty freaking true. So we're putting in disc 3 now. There we go. Disc 3, baby. In your face. Okay. He's by himself. Brian Knobbs is by himself. He's like screaming. Okay. He just said that Jimmy Hart couldn't be here because he's out scouting new talent. Okay. Okay, they're spoiling that we're going to see Jimmy Snuka. We're going to see the South Philly Posse. Roddy Piper and Rena going to go at it, seems like. This is going to be an interesting one. Okay, we're going to see an AJ Styles and Kid Kash match. That is what I'm actually most excited about in this whole episode, so. Okay, here we go. We're heading into the final episode of the XWF. Yeah, I got really nothing to say here because we're just waiting for this intro. Let me see if I got anything fun to talk about. So we're seeing a last week recap here. So we mentioned before that Spanky was going to appear. He actually will not be appearing at all in this taping and being considered for the second. It says the same for Loki, but he actually did appear, so that's kind of a weird note. Why does Piper always stick his nose where it doesn't belong? Welcome to another exciting week of the XWF. I'm Tony Schiavone, and today I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt because it's in Florida and I'm freezing apparently.
Well, I was going to say, do you notice that Schiavone gets more and more casual as the episodes go on?
Do you think they gave all those people those shirts?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely, they did.
I'm going on eBay right now.
You could probably get one.
I'd probably rock an XWF shirt. I think I like defunct wrestling shirts. Like I have a Wrestling Society X one I like. Oh, Bob, I found one, but it's a large. Do you wear a large?
Do I look like a guy that wears a large?
Yeah, if you keep up your biking, you do. It's $20.
I don't actually pedal. It's an electric bike. I don't need to pedal.
No, not that bike. Your other bike. Or you give up on that?
No, I haven't given up on that.
I just did mine yesterday, and I felt like I was dying.
How long did you bike for?
10 minutes.
No, you did not.
I did like a video, though. So it was like turn up the intensity and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so how long did you bike for?
10 minutes.
And you felt you were going to die?
Yeah.
After 10 minutes.
They made me go hard and like turn up the intensity of thing, like to make it harder to pedal. It sucked.
I do it for at least an hour.
Are you like turning up the like
No, I don't torture myself.
Well, that's why mine sucked.
Yeah, well, then don't.
Oh, dude, I found an XL. You're buying it. It says shut up and fight.
Oh, boy.
Oh my god, look, it has 3 logos on it, Bob. You have this one. And this says shut up and fight. And then on the back, it has the ugly logo, and then I'm counting this thing as another logo.
I would count that as well, yeah.
Inaugural tour, 2002. So this is probably even more rare because it's from the freaking house show tour.
Yeah.
There's going to be some teething pains. Dude. The Demon XWF Gene Simmons promotional guitar pick.
How much is that?
$14. Wow. I love this. Rena's in the ring, by the way, with Mean Gene. Do we have a main event for this week? Are we going to get us excited?
And I noticed that they both have their own microphone.
Yeah. Okay, so they don't have a medium XWF shirt. They only have the 2. So I'm going to keep an eye out, but...
Just buy the large.
No. Bob, if you can't believe it, Wild Zero says there's still tickets available at the door for today. So if you want to head over there after this, we can go.
I'm honestly shocked that there would be tickets available at the door. Like, how is that even possible?
I have no idea, dude.
I want to go so bad and have there be 8 people in the crowd and us be 2 of them.
Yeah.
And the other 6 people would be the guys wrestling on the show.
Axel Jim Duggan. XWF. XWF. Unreal. I like that Hulk Hogan's influence on this is very much like, oh fuck, dude, Marty Jannetty versus Dresden. I like Hulk Hogan is like the post, like it was the best.
South Philly Posse with Jasmine St. Clair.
We gotta find Jasmine. Oh, she's hiding behind the corner. Oh, God. No. No.
That's so bad.
No. Nope. Lottie Dottie, welcome to our party. That was fucking awful. Marty Jannetty again. Dude, I did not expect that we were going to watch 2 Marty Jannetty matches.
No, dude, this guy, he's lost, and it's so cringy. From a character perspective, he has no idea. And I'm sure he's gonna lose this Triton wannabe in about 35 seconds.
Fucking Triton, dude.
And that thing that's on his chest looks like the Triple H logo that's on the back of his tights.
I need to find out who this guy is. I'm gonna figure it out.
Dresden. It's probably the drizzling shits.
Dresden.
Oh my lord.
He's also known as Cyborg.
Cyborg.
He wrestled a lot in NWA. NWA Florida. He's another NWA Florida guy.
There was a cut to the crowd, which probably means Dresden probably did something bad.
Yeah, so he's primarily known as Cyborg. He's Dresden strictly in XPW. And since we're not going to see it, he does defeat Barry Horowitz on the second taping.
Barry Horowitz, huh? Super kick by Jannetty, getting it from Shawn Michaels. Another one.
Oh, God.
Dresden then just gives him a big boot.
Yeah. Bob, if it wasn't a surprise to you, with no current TV deal, the May 31st taping in Orlando was canceled for TNA. Yeah. Dave notes that he says, I don't know how widespread this was, but at least some of the top guys who had been booked on the show were told by management that they would be getting paid for 1.5 shows, which was a big morale boost because the wrestlers involved didn't expect it and for the most part understood the reason for the cancellation. There are a few guys who get weekly guarantee contracts who have to be paid, but the majority per show are getting double that each taping since they get paid each show that you appear on. Oh, sorry, I missed the part here because I was looking up because Dresden won. But the majority of the per show guarantees for most guys range from $300 to $2,000, with the main guys getting double that each taping because they get paid per show. Greg Valentine is yelling at Roddy Piper's door, and Piper's behind him, and Piper just snuck in. That was kind of funny.
Valentine was saying, I'll get the dog collar, too. Oh, hey, Horse gets an entrance this time.
I'm sort of fascinated with some of these choices that we're seeing, like I didn't expect to see Horse Hogan twice here, necessarily.
Right.
Let's see who his opponent is, and then I have another note continuing on money in TNA.
Is that Josh Mandy?
Oh, God.
Oh, here we go, dude.
Oh, my God, dude. He looks so fucking dumb.
What are you talking about? He looks great.
Look at these Glacier wannabe pants and blue Under Armour shirt, and he's about to fight Horace Hogan, who's about 2 feet taller than him. Oh, my God.
I feel like Horace is going to win.
Anyways, evidently Sean Waltman, and some of the guys who were shorted on pay when they did the 3 tapings had paid most people for 2. Well, they got the problem cleared up because he was going to leave if it wasn't. And Waltman has a unique deal where he gets paid per TV show when he's brought in, whether he appears on the show or not. He has interesting leverage because theoretically he can get in with WWE with a breach, but his injuries and his guarantee, the TNA schedule, works out much better for him. And I just got 2 more TNA notes for you that one of them we'll talk about during the AJ match because it's an AJ Styles interview. And the other I'll just hold on for a hot minute. Oh, I'm looking at these tapings, Bob, because I was trying to see where this match fell, but Christopher Daniels and AJ have a match here in XWF.
That doesn't surprise me. They wrestle
Lex
anyway.
Levette against Quick Kick.
No, we won't see that.
Hoovy and Kid Kash for the Cruiserweight title. We're really going to be missing out on some interesting stuff.
Maybe we should find Jimmy Hart on Twitter and then hound him to release all of the footage.
Yeah. This is a good time to point out, Bob noted to me, I didn't even know about this. There's a bonus match on the DVD where Curt Hennig and Hulk Hogan have a match. We are not watching that.
Unfortunately.
I actually did try to find it, and I couldn't. I did find a YouTube Shorts clip of it.
Right.
But I could not find the full match because it was probably a few minutes. I figured we could squeeze it in if we wanted, but
I think it's like 8 minutes or something like that. I wonder if it's on like
Josh Matthews just won.
There you go. Good. I wonder if it's on like Daily Motion or something.
Oh, I didn't think to look there. That's a good idea.
Yeah, it's on Daily Motion.
No way.
Yeah, it's 11 minutes and 44 seconds.
Oh my God.
It's also apparently on Hulk Hogan's fan club on Facebook.
What the fuck?
Yeah. No, it's right here.
Okay, Bob, send me a link.
It's been on here since June 18th, 2016.
I literally couldn't find it. I guess I only searched YouTube though. I just assumed it would have been on there. Jimmy Hart is here with Hale. And I call him Hale. But Jimmy Hart's accent sounds like his name is Hell, but it's not.
I'm sending you the You're still on Facebook, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay, well, why is your picture like gray?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, I got it. Oh, fuck yeah.
So I guess we can watch that after.
Okay, guys. Guys, I spoke too soon. Bob to the fucking rescue. We're going to watch.
And people, I just want to say, I've done this quite a bit where Dallas will be like, I can't find this thing on YouTube. And then I find it in 13 seconds. And he'll be like, are you shitting me? And
it's pretty embarrassing. It's pretty embarrassing. But listen, you do got to give me the credit. I did admit I only did search YouTube because I just assumed it would have been on there.
Yeah,
this show is on there multiple times, multiple clips. I just assumed it. Okay, so what do they call them again? The South
Philly Posse.
South Philly Posse with Jasmine St. Clair.
The Shane twins worked all three shows.
So really, they're the biggest stars in XWF. We've seen them more than anyone else. Marty Jannetty's a close second.
Jannetty's close. They defeated Horace Hogan too. They defeated the Nasty Boys. It was a no contest with the Road Warriors. So they're technically 1-0-1.
Wow. Hey, do you want to hear something disgusting? I'm reading. I was looking at Josh Matthews' cage match because I wanted to see how early or what other matches he had before the match we just saw.
Yeah.
So he had the 3 Bite This Tough Enough specials where he lost to Nydia, then he defeated Maven, and then there was a no contest where Kevin Kelly was the special referee, where Christopher Nowinski, Josh, and Nydia fought Al Snow, Maven, and Taylor.
And where was this at?
This is a Bite This Tough Enough special in 2001 in September, so not very long ago. So Horace Hogan, Josh Matthews listed under taping number 5. But at taping number 1, Josh Matthews defeats AJ Styles.
Wow.
In hindsight, that is pretty fucked up.
Ain't that some shit?
Ain't that some shit? Okay, wait a second. On taping number 7, Christopher Daniels and Prince Iaukea defeated Josh Matthews and Kid Crash. Yeah, I didn't missay that. Kid Crash.
They changed his name?
They changed his name.
To Kid Crash. Is it because of, like, he's a car crash type of style wrestler? That's probably
it's probably what they're going for. Just like quick
That-
kick, he throws quick
Right.
kicks.
That feels like such a Hogan thing. Brother, this low key guy, I don't know, low key, high key, I don't know what any of that thing, but those kicks are quick. So how about we just do a quick kick?
God damn it. I hate this.
And then when you're doing commentary, you can be like, there's kick with a kick. And they'll be like, whoa, which is kick? And it's my confusion.
What's going on, brother? I don't know.
Who's kicking who? Who's kick? Who's on kick?
I can't believe we're about to watch this Hulk Hogan match after. Yeah, baby.
That's probably the major draw of the whole promotion.
I don't like how tiny it is that I have to watch on here, but it'll work. We'll make it work. You guys are getting a bonus within a bonus today. I can't believe I just convinced Bob to do that.
It's Hogan and freaking Curt Hennig. Compared to everything else I've been watching on the show, I think I can handle an 11-minute video of Hogan and Hennig.
That's fair. I'm so bored in this match. I got to tell you a TNA note. I won before the AJ interview.
This match has been longer than almost probably every other match that we've watched.
Yeah. This isn't good.
And nothing has really been going on. They've been doing leg work.
We talked recently how. Oh wait, hold on. Is it about to be the end? No. Okay. Yeah. So we talked recently how Samoa Joe, CM Punk, Bryan Danielson there's interest to bring them to TNA. Well. And of course, John Laurinaitis is now trying to get involved in all this. Well, Scott D'Amore, after finding out that everyone they were interested in bringing in was suddenly on the list for John Laurinaitis to sign immediately, joked that he would try to float names of some of his friends looking for work that he can't hire. A lot of the decision making when it comes to talent is made by voting of the committee. So D'Amore is thinking about spreading rumors so that WWE will hire people that he can't get hired in TNA.
Why not?
I think that's kind of funny.
I would do it.
That's like the fair play thing. Like, oh, they're interested in D-Ray 3000.
Yeah. Because he's my hookup for weed. So let's give him a job.
I got nothing to say to that. Jasmine St. Clair is... Oh, she's choking a Shane twin.
I thought she was rubbing her tits in his face.
Same. I mean, what's the difference?
Well, there's a major difference because there's probably been a lot of stuff on her chest, and you could probably get like an infection or something.
Oh my god! I guess if she does the gangbangs.
Yeah.
What's the first thing that pops up if I type in Jasmine St. Clair?
Probably her gangbang.
Private browser. Jasmine St. Clair. Besides her Wikipedia, I want to see what the... Oh, she's in National Lampoon's? Dorm Days too? I didn't know that.
I don't know that either.
Actually, look, one of the first things is a pro wrestling thing. That's pretty interesting.
That doesn't surprise me.
Oh, here come the Nasty Boys.
Well, why are they coming out here? They don't have any issue with the South Philly Posse. They have the issue with the Road. Oh, there's the Road Warriors. That's why.
I love this title.
And the Shane twins win again. He just rolled up Rocco Rock. Now they're 2-0-1. Shane twins were about to be the tag team champions if this thing continued on. There's no doubt in my mind.
Yeah, I agree with that. Wrestler Jasmine St. Clair said, porn career put me on the map.
No kidding.
That's quite the title to call her a wrestler.
Yeah, she is. Wrestling personality.
Wait, she has an OnlyFans? How
I
much?
want to know. Let me guess. I'm going to say $15.
No, 5.
The wall.
Oh, fuck. Malice.
Yeah, what the hell? It's only $5.
Yeah.
Is it like gross?
I can't see it.
Put the $5 down.
No. She has an Amazon wish list, though. Let's see what's on it.
Okay, probably like butt plugs or something.
No, it's just pretty boring stuff.
I need high heels.
Who's Superfly? Jimmy Snuka.
Why were they just standing there?
A Hello Kitty toaster. I would totally buy her the Hello Kitty toaster.
She wants a Hello Kitty toaster. How much is the Hello?
It's not even available anymore on Amazon, it says.
Oh, okay. Because if it was like $12 and she couldn't buy it for $12.
She has a website, the real Jasmine St. Clair. Oh no, it's down.
Oh no, she didn't pay for the domain.
Nope.
Dang.
Okay, Jimmy Snuka Jr. is making me freaking cringe right now. I hate this.
He's acting as if it is freezing cold in there and he's trying to huddle up.
Oh my god.
Maybe he is standing perhaps the most least intimidating way ever.
There's only one thing I want to say, brother. I did not do it.
There's only one thing I like to say, brother, and that is cover up. Vince McMahon, cover up me. No money. No blood. No rot.
Fuck. Why is that the only suit that Jimmy Snuka wore after his career ended? He wore that every single day.
Well, because everything else probably had blood on it. So he probably...
Here comes Roddy Piper. 2 coconut heads, dude. If these two are even remotely near each other in a venue, they have to do this.
Of course. Is he going to whip out a freaking coconut?
Oh, man. What did you just say?
Something about the Days Inn. Isn't that where the crime happened?
That's kind of what I was wondering. The super fly and die. Snuka looks shocked that he said that shit.
Brother, what are you talking about? Days in? I didn't do it. It was days out because she was out of it. Dude, brother.
What's interesting about this is, of course, this is the last episode, so we're never going to see what happens after this. But if you decided I was going to go to every taping, you probably got a pretty complete story. You know,
probably. Maybe, I mean, how many tapings were there? 10, you said?
It says there's 10. I'm seeing 9 on Cage Match, but yeah, Dave says 10, so I'm saying there's 10.
Let's say there's 10. Yeah, you probably have like what, 2 months worth of.
Yeah, 2-3 months worth roughly. Oh, the boss won't let him come down, Rena. Oh wait, here she comes. I saw her walking in the background. Wait a minute, Mr. Commissioner. Oh, you do have my permission. Look at the security guards. That one's got a small ass head. Oh, Snuka took off his jacket, so we might see a little fight here, Bob. By the way, guys, we're over 2 hours, 2 minutes, 13 seconds into this show. I think there's like 2 more matches, roughly. Well, 3. We got a bonus for you guys. A bonus and a bonus. Hulk Hogan versus Curt Hennig. A dream match. Oh, Piper says his arm is sore. He can't get in the ring. I have a job to do. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. Oh. Buff, British Storm, and Curt
Yeah,
Hennig versus Buff Bagwell and Vampiro.
So the tag match that we knew was going to happen.
Okay, so we're back to the DVD thing of Brian Knobb. So, Bob, you actually missed this when you left, but Jimmy Hart is out scouting talent, so he's not here for Disc 3. What? Wait.
I didn't realize that Barbarian was in there.
Barbarian, Tugboat, and he said 4x4 were the bodyguards.
4x4 was the Nolan soldiers.
Well, see, I kind of like that they're like, hey, did you not notice those guys?
Yeah, I sure didn't.
No.
It wasn't an interview. It was a promo.
Wow, dude, a 20-year-old feud.
Jimmy the Super Blast Snooker.
And what, just 2 years later, they did it again in TNA.
That's right.
Look how he keeps moving his arms.
Well, he has to. Are we getting the tag match right now? Because there's no way it's 21 minutes. Okay.
No, we had AJ Styles versus Kid Kash up next, which is I will, as soon as we see how their intros are going to be here, I will give you an AJ Styles interview note. And it's my final TNA note. Okay, he didn't get an intro. He's in the ring. Oh, a moonsault. This is very early in AJ Styles' career.
Yeah. It's so early that he doesn't have any of his kids tattooed on his ribs yet.
Okay. None of them are born. One of them just is born in our timeline, which
he might still be a virgin. Who knows?
That actually might be true because he's pretty religious. So I find this so fascinating that the only champion we have is a cruiserweight champion.
They haven't even mentioned a heavyweight title.
Which is pretty fascinating because I mean there isn't. Let me look quick. There isn't one of the XWF notes I have that basically is like they thought cruiserweight wrestling was dead. Yeah, so I hinted at it while you were gone, but Spanky was going to be a part of the taping and then was not. He's going to be used maybe for the second taping. They say same for Low-Key, but we saw him, so that's not accurate.
Yeah, we did.
But it says, well, nobody will publicly say it. There's a belief among those in charge that the era of cruiserweights is dead, which kept them away from smaller guys and only pushed. And only one push on earlier tapings was Josh Matthews because they feel that he's a star from Tough Enough. But that's not true. We have a cruiserweight title.
Right.
Okay. In my AJ Styles note, this is our final TNA note of today's show. He was on Between the Ropes Radio where he said that he was surprised with how well Tito Ortiz did as a referee during the match with him and Jarrett at Hard Justice. He said that he loved the fact that in TNA, you weren't handcuffed with what you could do in the ring and that you could do something that popped the crowd, and you were encouraged to do it. He talked about the TV deal, noting that the FSN slot wasn't the best, and if they got a prime time deal, that they could compete with WWE because fans tuning in would actually see guys wrestling. And he also said that being a father was turning into the toughest thing that he'd ever gone through since he wasn't getting any sleep. There's always seems to be some sort of issue through the baby because he's only, 3 weeks old. So. Yeah, so at this point, AJ Styles is still landscaping. He ain't really doing a whole lot. So before this, Styles pretty much just wrestled on Wildside, which I think we've known. But
yeah,
and of course, and then of course the couple Thunder appearances that he had.
He didn't wrestle on Nitro?
I thought he did too. I scrolled pretty fast. Let me go back. Okay, there is one Nitro match. It looks like. when him and Air Paris lost to Skipper and Kid Romeo in the Cruiserweight Tag Team title tournament. There's a dark match where he defeated Air Paris on Thunder. Evan Courageous and Jamie Noble defeated him in Air Paris. Air Paris and Styles defeat the Boogie Knights on Thunder. Then that Cruiserweight Tag Team title match, and then the Young Dragons defeated Air Raid on Thunder as well.
I wonder if that victory over Inferno, the Boogie Knights, was like a major upset.
He wrestled on Jacked in a dark match July 9th, 2001, so a few months before this, where he defeated Rick Michaels.
He wasn't AJ. He fought somebody of note on Jack, didn't he? Or Metal?
Yes, he lost to the Hurricane on January 21st, 2002.
Yeah, that's right.
So AJ Styles, it looks like this is wrong. This is wrong. Cage Match does not have this match that we're watching listed on his match listing. It shows that he only wrestled 3 times in XPW. See, I did it. I said the wrong thing. What did I even just say? Anyway, XWF. One that we saw, the Josh Matthews one, and then the Daniels match, but we're literally watching another match right now. See, you guys can't always trust the internet. Cash off the top, leaping clothesline. This has been very clearly the best match we've seen on this show so far.
Springboard crossbody by Cash for a 2 count. Yeah, what a move, Shivani. That's when you know Shivani doesn't know what it's called.
Oh, Moneymaker?
And see you later.
Beautiful.
1, 2, 3.
If you're gonna watch anything from the taping, I mean, you're not gonna watch AJ versus Cash.
You're not gonna. That was the best match of the.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go to your thing here in just a second. I got to see what you gave that one.
Probably compared to everything else, probably 6 stars.
You gave it. Okay, look at you. Literally go out of the matches on the XWF shows thus far. This was easily the best thing I've seen. And then you point out there are great matches in TNA years later. You gave it 2 stars, which is definitely higher than I've seen everything else rated on this show.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Rena is with the, what are they called again? The X-Girls, Inc. Is that Gorgeous George?
I doubt it.
She was going to be involved, so that's why I asked. I thought it was, but I don't know. Maybe it wasn't. Vapor. Here comes Vapor and Sonny Ono. We have another match before the main event here, Bob. Oh, it's with Jimmy Snuka Jr., who looks like a freaking goof.
Who is he fighting?
Jimmy Snuka Jr. and Vapor.
Oh, he's fighting the Sakota guy.
UWA. Okay, Sonny Ono's checking on Vapor. I gotta look up what else Vapor has done. He stopped wrestling in 2007, so apparently not much. Wait, what did you say? He. Oh, you're on mute. Okay, so he did. I think Bob already mentioned this then, but he wrestled on SmackDown. Sudoka. I think that's the name he said. It's a blur to me. I do not remember this. Oh, Vapor missed a splash in the corner. Jimmy Snuka Jr., by the way, is wearing like blue electric singlet here. Oh, he's got him up in a fireman's carry. Oh, shit. Vapor's whooping some ass here. Oh my god, Vapor is just whooping ass here.
I hope that Jimmy Snuka gives his son a rock, and then he just gets to get
Sakota. Is that the name you said? Sakota? I said it wrong.
Ryan Sakota.
And he was with Akio.
Yeah, in Tajiri.
Dude, I do not remember
2003.
He's got a pretty decent run, it looks like.
Yeah, he's there for a bit.
He lost to Kazarian on Sunday Night Heat on June 2nd, 2003. He lost to a guy named Smelly just like a week or two after this taping. UPW, home of the brave. Oh, Vapor almost hit Sonny Ono, but he apologized. We're good. Oh, Sonny Ono pulled into the ring. Oh, Sonny Ono tripped him though. Sonny Ono he knows what to do. One time he ripped Bob off. He bought a Public Enemy jersey and it immediately shredded, but it came with a crumpled up 8x10.
It did, yeah. That was, and I couldn't even be mad. It was just comical.
Do you still have the 8x10?
No.
I would have liked it more that it was crumpled up and be like, look what he sent me.
Oh yeah, dude. He didn't even try. He just fucking smushed it and threw it in there.
Jimmy Snuka slamming Sonny Ono. Okay.
Backbreaker. Are they gonna do
backbreaker?
Snuka's not about to die.
No way. We might see a double. Okay.
No.
The Snukas are going to the top rope. No way.
How is Jimmy Snuka able to do that? Why is Sakota not? Oh, okay.
Okay.
Slick did a double pin, but Snuka wasn't even.
I can't believe Sonny Ono just took a fucking Superfly splash.
I can't either.
Wow.
But you know what? This is what the wrestling business is missing.
This is what we're missing. That missing component X.
Yes. This is how wrestling is going to just become a bigger thing. With our support, wrestling will just become the greatest thing ever.
Yeah. Bob, it's time. The final main event of the XWF tapings, except of course what we're gonna watch in a minute. But Bobby Heenan in the ring. I hate these fucking cuts.
Curt Hennig. It's nice to see Hennig like working a bit though here.
I do. Yeah, I think that's good.
And it's such an oddball roster that like Hennig and this Harrison guy teaming just is so bizarre.
Yeah.
They don't look as if they would be a unit.
No. No way. Buff is the stuff.
Because now it's what? It's Buff and Vampiro, right?
Yeah, which is also very odd.
It's also very odd. Buff Daddy.
Vampiro. WXF. See, they even gave a fan a sign like that. I hate that so much. Okay, guys, main event time. I'm sure this is going to be fascinating. I don't think this is very long. We're getting very close to the end of this, and I'm sure there's going to be another Brian Knobbs, Jimmy Hart thing.
Yeah. Well, this is what they'll be like.
It was a lot of fun. We were really onto something.
Those 10 days were just crazy, Jimmy. Like, we had so much. I mean, the Shane twins were on the cusp of being tag team champions.
On the cusp.
We had Curt Hennig, just working. I got a job with WWF right after this.
Oh, man.
Hulk Hogan, The Rock at WrestleMania 18. That's not happening without us in the XWF. You know what I mean? Jimmy Snuka getting away with murder. Like, we were able to do that here in XWF.
Speaking of, look at this, dude. You can go meet Caitlin, Funaki, Sonny Ono, and Ultimo Dragon today, right now.
Where?
At the Baltimore Celeb Fest. 1 hour ago.
I should go and confront Sonny Ono.
Be like, how was that splash in 2001 by Jimmy Snuka?
Hey, how about that Public Enemy jersey that you sent me with a crumpled up 8x10? What was that about?
The crumpled up 8x10, my favorite.
I love that. Here comes Buff. He's the stuff, and he's beating up Curt Hennig with punches to the ribs. Hennig into the ropes. Elbow to the chest. And Bagwell punches Hennig over the top to the floor. Hennig asking for help, I think. Bobby Heenan comes over. He still saw it, even though he's got sunglasses on. But then he got scared by his own guy. He didn't realize that Ian Harrison, I think, was on his team.
This is kind of off topic, but same time here. Lex Luger was just asked by a fan his workout routine from 96 to 98.
If steroids?
No, he didn't say that. This is Lex Luger's workout routine. You ready? Said he always did resistance training first, followed by 30 minutes of cardio. So Monday he did abs as a warm-up, then chest. Then Tuesday was calves as a warm-up, then back. Wednesday he did abs and legs. Thursday, calves. Thursday was calves, shoulders, traps. Friday was abs and arms, and then he took the weekend off. He tried to hit 1 to 1.5 grams of protein per pound of body weight each day. He managed body fat levels through carb manipulation. So Monday was high carbs, Tuesday was medium carbs, Wednesday was low carbs, and then he pretty much went again. So Thursday was high, Friday was medium, Saturday was low, and then Sunday was a treat day. And then he said this is the same program that he utilized his entire career.
Wow.
So
that's interesting to know that on pay-per-view day, it was his cheat day.
I don't freaking blame him.
So, well, anytime he lost on pay-per-view, maybe if he didn't have that piece of cake, he would have won.
Right. Vampiro is being a half gorilla pressed right now by Ian Harris. He cannot get him all the way up with both arms.
Well, for a guy who is like super shredded, he sure had a tough time lifting.
Picking up Vampiro, who's like a fairly slender guy.
Well, Vampiro could have been, dead weight, sandbagging him.
Right.
Ian Harrison just got clotheslined to the floor, and you would have thought it was the 1992 Royal Rumble with how he reacted like Sid Justice got screwed over by Hulk Hogan. What?
That is literally what he just did. He just stood up and was like, ugh.
What? How did that happen? All right, Buff and Vampiro are back to back, ready to go. Okay, now they're just punching each other.
Oh.
Heading decked Bagwell from behind.
Vampiro just sent.
Yeah, kicked Harrison.
Oh.
What the fuck? Hennig just pinned Bagwell.
And Vampiro was like scaring Ian Harris from coming in the ring. Fascinating. Wow.
Bagwell's pissed at Vampiro. The new blood is exploding here. Christopher Daniels. Oh, okay, the whole locker room. I thought Christopher Daniels was just running out for no reason.
So did I. Look, we're never going to get the blow off of Bagwell Vampiro that we wanted.
This is bullshit. One of the greatest tag teams ever. They lost their only match together, and now they're gonna break up.
Hey, that's Kevin Northcutt in the white shorts. Wow, dude, we did it.
I've been hanging and banging
with the lost episodes of the XWF.
Fucking hell, dude.
No, that's nasty. Yeah, it is, because you fucking closed. Okay. The first time ever they did a Jubber Superfly. Wow. This was very interesting, Bob. I'm not going to say everything yet. We have one more match to watch.
One more, and I have to go back and find it again on my phone here. Oh, okay, good. Let me click on
it. Unfortunately. Oh,
okay. He's talking about people that I thought he was saying like the close-up shot.
Yeah. So the Wall, who we only saw in a vignette. Yeah, Hawk and Hennig, and then what did you say, Rock will Rock?
Yeah.
Ted Petty. What a way to end it. There's 4 people who died.
Wait a minute. So on the DVD, they do plug that bonus match.
It must be in a different menu or something, which is why.
Yeah.
Oh, he's hyping up an interview with Hulk Hogan. Lost episodes of the XWF.
Now.
Oh, he hypes up more lost episodes to come, and they never came.
So I went back to like the pictures that they used in like the in memoriam, and Curt Hennig. It looks like he's wearing a Buff Bagwell hat.
That's very odd.
Like in the picture.
Fascinating.
So I was confused. Like I got confused for a second. I was like, "Is that the same guy?" And it is.
Bob, do you have the Hogan matchup, or do you need a second?
No, I have it on my phone.
Okay, well then, guys, if you go to Hulk Hogan's fan club, Italia, you. Oh my God!
We're going
deep,
dude. It was published on this page on June 18th, 2016.
What are we doing?
So,
okay.
Well, listen, we're dedicated to the job here. Okay. Shit, hang on a minute. Okay, the runtime for the video is 11 minutes and 41 seconds, and this is the bonus match that Brian Knobbs was just promoting on the 3D DVD set. I'm sure there was like as you were saying, like bonus or special features or something on the that would have included this. So I'm gonna count down from 3, and I guess if you found it, I believe it's also on Daily Motion. I just picked the Facebook one because it's easier to do. So either way, I'm gonna count down from 3, and when I say play, that's when we're gonna watch Hogan and Hennig, the XWF taping bonus match. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, play.
Okay, guys.
They spelled Hennig wrong. They added an extra N.
That's awesome.
Before the G. So they don't know how to spell Curt Hennig. I'm assuming that was the DVD graphic.
Oh man. Well, as we kind of wrap up in this final match here, this is just from Wikipedia, but I figured it could give some good context of the kind of the end of see, I did it again. XWF. I got it. So after these tapings happened, So let's see. So they did the initial tapings in fall, right? We saw that. Now, next year in 2002, oh my God, here comes Hulk Hogan.
You know he's going to get a freaking pyro out the ass.
Yeah, of course. So they did a couple of house shows, as we mentioned, and you can look these up on Cage Match as well. But I find it super interesting. They actually ended up bringing in Rey Mysterio, who teamed with Conan to fight the Nasty Boys. And
What?
Terry Funk also wrestled Greg Valentine.
What?
So
Rey
they did some
Mysterio?
crazy shit, man. Look at you can't even see anything. There's so much pyro.
Yeah, Rey Mysterio and Conan against the Nasty Boys. That is a bizarre match.
I can't see Hulk Hogan. There's so much pyro.
Yeah.
They scheduled a second series of house shows in Michigan, but they ended up having to cancel them due to low ticket sales. After not being able to secure a TV deal, the promotion folded, and that was kind of the end. Now, what kind of led us to this whole DVD even being released and everything, I like this information, is Hogan's ripping the shirt, brother. Jimmy Hart actually acquired the rights for the XWF for an undetermined amount of money in 2004. So in September 2004, the idea of bringing a special television series about the XWF to the Wrestling Channel. We've talked a lot about the Wrestling Channel, dude, on our podcast. And likely other channels thereafter, was explored by Hart. They did a collaboration with the WWC, was briefly revived during that time, and during July 2005, they released the DVD that we're watching currently. Featured 19 matches, included this match, as well as the interview with Hulk Hogan, which we are not watching, because no. They also broadcast a series of pay-per-views on Dish Network featuring matches from the tapings. Now, even more interesting is the match is about to begin, still has not started. This is like such a weird sight, isn't it, dude?
It really
Hulk
is.
Hogan in the classic yellow trunks in 2001 against Curt Hennig.
You know, a guy like Hogan who has been so like protective of his aura and like who he is, seeing him here, it makes it feel like as if it's a retirement tour.
Yeah, I totally agree with that.
Like, you know, oh, hey, he's coming to town, and you're talking to your friends, like, hey, man, remember when Hulk Hogan would wrestle? Yeah, he's coming to the War Memorial. Let's just, like, check it out as a one-off.
Yeah, you guys want to see? So this is super interesting to me. I saw this last night when I was kind of doing some research. But so in November 2008, the XWF relaunched its wrestling website, displaying a new logo, which you can see on Wikipedia. It looks like shit. In January 2009, it was rumored that there were talks of a possible pay-per-view similar to TNA or Ring of Honor receiving their TV deals. Also, footage of the XWF invasion of WWC in 2002 was to be released. Additionally, plans were underway to launch a series of matches featuring living legends from 2001, new and up-and-coming talent, as well as having living remaining members to make personal appearances for the XWF. So a special collector's set, a DVD, t-shirt, autographs, and an actual piece of ring apron from the 2001 tapings was expected to be released later in 2009. But as of 2023, nothing has happened and the website is down.
That doesn't surprise me. We'll never see that.
No. Also, if you're curious, hey, who else were champions in the XWF? As Hogan and Curt Hennig are moving nice and slow here, kind of getting a couple chops in now on Hogan. Hits Hogan's head in the corner. Ian Harrison actually won the XWF World Title in October 8th, 2002 by defeating Spellbinder in a tournament final. And then, you won't believe this. So then Viscera won the title in December 9th, 2002 in Puerto Rico. So it must have been that crossover show.
Yeah.
We also saw the Nasty Boys here win the tag team titles in Puerto Rico, December 2nd, 2002. And then September 3rd, 2003, I don't know how this is still like a thing, but in Puerto Rico, I don't know how to pronounce this, but I'm just going to say the Los Super Gladiators, that's kind of what it says, won the titles. If you're wondering, other Cruiserweight champions, as Hogan bounces Curt Hennig's head off every single turnbuckle. The way they're shooting this match, too, Bob, is even different than the other matches we watched, I feel like.
Yeah.
I don't know. So Kid Kash won the title. We
Well,
saw.
if it kind of feels like they're shooting it wider
Hmm.
to make
See,
it
I
look bigger.
I almost thought when they're doing moves, it almost feels a little closer.
Well, like right here, it's closer, but I'm saying like when they're
Yeah.
on the main cam, it seems like it's I think wider.
I don't know. It's weird. So Kid Kash, this is weird because I'm confused about this. So this is according to Wikipedia, so we'll take it with a grain of salt anyways. But so Kid Kash won the title. It looks like at the taping that we saw, but it has the date listed wrong, or the place, I'm sorry. And then it says that Hoovy won the title the day after on this, so they during the same time frame when they did the tapings.
Mm-hmm.
But then Kid Kash won it again November 22nd, 2001. And then it was just inactive. I don't know. And then apparently there was a women's title that was won October 2nd, 2001 by Christy Ritchie. I don't know. I don't know anything about any of that stuff. And I feel like the information is not very easily found. They were apparently going to create a fifth title even.
A fifth title for a company that's
Like a
had
mid-carder.
0 TV shows.
I know. Yeah. So that's pretty much, that's our wrap up here as we're watching this match. Hogan's kind of doing his whole big boot. Is he going to see the leg drop? Boom. That's it.
Wow.
And he won.
That was a sub 5-minute match, and there's still 4 minutes. So I bet you the promo's on here too.
Oh, I hate to say it, but that was one of the other better matches that we've had.
Yeah, it was.
That and he just punched Heenan. Okay, so if you're gonna watch anything XWF, Kid Kash, AJ Styles, Hulk Hogan, and Curt Hennig, I hate to say it.
Yeah.
I actually kind of can't believe I was enjoying that match. I really didn't expect to, so I'm glad we actually watched that.
Yeah, I mean, that's what happens when you're a star. Like, Hogan and Hennig.
It makes it more enjoyable.
Yeah. Because if you do this same match with like Buff Bagwell and Johnny B. Bad or something, like the same moves, everything. It's just we're gonna be like that sucked.
Crowd was more into it because it's Hulk Hogan. Even the non-wrestling fans know, okay, it's Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
He's still celebrating, man. We're just still going. Okay, so Bob, we do it for everything. Overall, the XWF, thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs in the middle.
Well, as I said before, I try to avoid thumbs in the middle.
I was thinking about it.
No, I'm saying I'm either doing thumbs up or thumbs down. I want so bad to be like, this was good because of all the WCW nostalgia and there is a unique amount of unique talent here.
I'm sorry, Hulk Hogan's leaving through the side of the entrance. That was very bizarre. Wait,
he's got to do his promo. He forgot to do his promo.
Oh, this is interesting. Okay, sorry, you can continue as he's heading back into the ring.
Yeah, the WCW nostalgia. Rena Mero as a authority figure is unique.
Yeah.
But I would say overall it's a thumbs down in terms of like. I think that first episode, if I had watched it on network television, I don't think I would have watched the other ones.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing. So I definitely agree. I think overall thumbs down. I think that they had some very unique ideas. And I think there was definitely potential here, but unfortunately, definitely fell flat. Okay. And Hulk Hogan's just getting interviewed by Mean Gene here.
I mean, maybe if it was on like a Saturday night at 2 in the morning, like I'd be like, okay, I'll check it out. But if it was on prime time or even at 10 or 11 o'clock at night, I don't think I'd even think twice about watching it.
Yeah, I agree with that, dude. They're hyping up fans here to end us. So there's less than a minute left. I got that 1, 2, 3, brother. Those fans were egging me on when I was out of gas. This almost feels like a match that they kind of gave the fans to like get them excited rather than to like put on the TV.
Yeah.
Because how would you not have done this as like the main event on the first show and been like, yo, Hulk Hogan's in the main event?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Maybe it goes back to him not wanting to do it, and they had this was maybe a different day, the second day of taping. They talked him into doing a match or something. I don't know. Let me see if I got it pulled up still. Oh, they're a premier organization, he says. Oh, he wants the belt.
They're so premier that they never even aired.
Yeah. Oh,
they're
another
too
guy,
good for cable.
Yeah. Another guy who appeared here was Devin Storm, by the way. We didn't get to see him, but
Yeah, Crowbar.
Yeah.
I know. When I saw his name on there, I was like, oh, cool. I like watching Crowbar. Timeless Crowbar.
Okay, so according to Cage Match, this match happened on taping number 7 out of 9 or 10, roughly. And it was the main event. Okay, Bob, and that was the end of that match. Let's see, did anything else happen on this one? No, not really. Yeah. So that's it. We did it. We watched XWF. I don't feel like I completely wasted my time, but I definitely didn't enjoy it as much as I was hoping. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, no, I agree. It felt longer than 2.5 hours, I'll tell you that.
I think I agree with that as well. Well, more exciting news is that next week we're covering Hardcore Homecoming. I'm actually pretty excited about this one. I hope it doesn't let us down. I haven't watched it in a long time.
One.
The first, yes, thank you. I forgot there's more than one. The first one, I think it's like June 18th, isn't it? I don't know the day.
Is it that late? I thought it was like June 8th or something like that.
June 10th.
June 10th.
June 10th. And we will be covering that show. And there's a lot of TNA guys on it. It literally falls perfectly in our timeline. It's going to be a lot of fun. And there will be more TNA notes on that show as well. And then the third week, hopefully by Hardcore Homecoming, we'll have a better idea of what we're doing. But
yeah, and that show is also like 3 hours long.
Yeah, and no bonus within a bonus. That'll just be what it is.
But there's also a no rope barbed wire match.
Yeah, there's some good stuff on that one, and I'm excited. I'm excited about Hardcore Homecoming.
And our boy Jerry Lynn is back in the ring.
That's right.
So we haven't seen him in a while. So that would be pretty fun to check out. All right. Well, let's wrap up this XWF episode. It's been real. We'll be back for some hardcore nostalgia with the first Hardcore Homecoming at the ECW Arena. But until then, for Dallas Gridley, I am Bob Colling Jr., and this has been the TNA Cross the Line podcast.